Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming at it when we on top. Boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down, the Postgame. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, purple and white. But you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. We took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House. The school of champions, we laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia again, I'm telling them that Collegeville is where we on the better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. Yeah, it's Collegeville. And you're so glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know Collegeville High School, a champion. Screaming that's us, and when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down, school in the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Yeah, I know you see chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. But we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors. Yeah, you know we get white and purple. You already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. Around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. For the school and the team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheap crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sport cards, right? Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, freshman, sophomore,
Champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
You know what Collegeville High School champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. When we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collegeville High School. I'm Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us on a little bit of a better night weather-wise than we had 6 days ago here on this Tuesday evening, as we welcome you into the pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focusing on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collegeville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollegeville.com. Kahawks come into this contest 1-1 on the young season under their head coach Rob Lugie, who has started his 7th year as the boys soccer coach here at Collegeville. He has a record of 103 wins, 36 losses, and 5 ties. Edwardsville, they are a rare 0-1 on the year. They are coached by Mark Heiderscheid, and he is entering his 22nd year of coaching the Tigers soccer program. He has 329 wins, only 97 losses in that time, and 48 ties. And as we say hello to the guy on the other microphone over here, Mr. Brett Borm. How are you, sir?
I'm great, Todd. How are you?
Doing fantastic, man. What a difference 6 days make weather-wise, huh?
Oh, you're not kidding, man. This is classic soccer weather. Great fall weather.
It's almost like somebody turned on the air conditioner.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, so you went to the game on Saturday morning up at Chatham. Tell us what you saw.
Slow game. They play on natural grass there, and it's not your typical, shortcut soccer grass, Bermuda grass. It's pretty thick, and what it resulted in is, Collinsville's pace of play was really slow. That type of surface doesn't really bode well. They were able to come out with a 1-0 win with a banger from Adam Reiniger about 25 yards out. And then that's big because we just need to get in the win column at that point after that debacle against Triad.
All right, that is Brett Bourne. My name is Todd Duke. We'll be both with you throughout this evening of soccer, so we'll get right to it. Well, after that season opening loss to Triad here on the hot and humid night, Collinsville did get back on the winning track with that 1-0 win at Chatham against Glenwood High School. Much more favorable conditions. Senior Adam Reiniger, as Brett just mentioned, scored the only goal in the 4-1 loss against Triad and scored the only goal in the game Saturday in the second overtime period after the two teams battled it out in a scoreless game in regular time and the first overtime frame. Junior Juan Carlos Doria with the lone assist on Reiniger's goal. And senior goalkeeper Robbie Freeman, after missing the season opener, pitched a shutout against the Class 2A state runners-up. Freeman only faced 4 shots on goal in that game, and a pretty good showing there by the Collinsville defense. Edwardsville, they started the season playing in the Metro Cup at Altoff High School. The Tigers lost their first match 1-0 to Springfield High School before the rest of that tournament was canceled due to that extreme heat. Edwardsville, they graduated 11 players from last year's team, including goalkeeper Zach Chitwood, forward Barrick Selberg, and midfielders Owen Logan and Annam Axton. This year's Tiger squad is loaded as well. They have 13 seniors that are playing on this year's team. So they graduate 11, and 13 more move up from junior to senior. So they're not missing much there as far as seniority is concerned. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Rob Lugge. We will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues right here on the Kahok.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. The shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of tinnitus, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Softwave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. The shockwave machine and the hospital. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary for acute, which means injured tissue. New injuries per se. Also chronic. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold SoftWave machine is revolutionary technology. I'm very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to help.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are back at Kahok Stadium, our second time here to cover the boys soccer team as they get ready to take on the Edwardsville Tigers. Joining us now is Collinsville head coach Rob Lugie. I hate to do this to you, Coach, but we got to go back and talk about that Triad game in that home opener. But give me your thoughts on the playing in the sauna that night.
Well, everybody played in there. So Triad was better than us that night. There was no hiding that. You can tell by the result. So hopefully moving forward, we were able to fix some things, and we just kind of, learn from it.
The first half was a little bit better than the second half was for you guys because at least you had the tying goal there right before the 22nd mark to end the half and Triad went ahead. But then in the second half, man, guys started just dropping left and right because of all these leg cramps. So how can that be stopped, or can it be?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. But, I would think if, taking care of your body, I know the boys, they do well. They drink a lot of water throughout the day. Hopefully it was just one of those things. But that didn't happen to Triad. So, maybe we need to get on their fitness training. Who knows? But like I said, it's an unfortunate start to the season. But that's kind of the start. We have to fix some things. Us as a coaching staff, we got together, kind of modified some things, and we hope some of the changes we made are, help us be successful as we can move on.
There's always positives and negatives that come out of every game. What was the positives you took out of that Triad game?
We had some younger guys who, after the first couple minutes of being very, very nervous, started to play well. Like TJ Carter played well, Ty Starko, the two guys that we hope can kind of blend in with our older guys as sophomores. Just to get used to playing varsity. And you tell these kids they can't be nervous. They're on varsity for a reason. When you step on the field, we trust you. So just do what we ask.
All right, that takes us to the next game. That was Saturday morning up in Chatham against Glenwood. You guys came out on top, but it took a couple overtimes to get it done. Give me your thoughts on that game.
Well, it was just an 80-minute game, but TJ played really well. All of them played really well. We played much better than we did Wednesday night. Even though, when looking back, you probably couldn't get much worse than the effort we put out. But on Saturday, you know, getting a 1-0 win there on their big grass field against a very quality opponent, it's a good win. It was a back-and-forth game. You know, we tried a new formation, a different style, and it worked well for us. So hopefully we can kind of keep that going.
I saw a lot of accolades out there for your sophomore midfielder, T.J. Carter, after that game, even though he wasn't on the score sheet for an assist or a goal. So tell me what made his game so special Saturday.
You know, for TJ, you know, all summer we worked with TJ playing on a wing, and after last Wednesday and kind of seeing where we were at tactically, we decided to put TJ in the middle of the field, just have him sit and defend, and he did really well. He played very simple, never really got himself into trouble, just received the ball and passed it, and just helped to protect our back line. For never doing it before, he did an excellent job.
Tell me about the goal that Adam Reiniger scored, the only goal of the game.
It was very similar to the one he got against Triad. A nice pass by Juan Carlos, slotted him through. It was a good touch in with his right foot, and he just slotted it right past the goalie. Adam's just got that touch, and hopefully he can continue that.
All right, after the first game when you had Braden Hinson as your goalkeeper, you went with Robbie Freeman on Saturday morning. He's back in there tonight. Tell me about his game and what makes him the man that you tap for the job.
Robbie played really well against Chatham. He did the little things correctly. He was very vocal, which was nice, giving direction. You know, Braden's a very quality goalie, but he's still young and not playing last year. I think he's still getting used to the speed of everything and just the vocality, like the vocality, is that even a word? You know, what we need of him, like when it comes to communication. You know, and he's going to learn and he's going to play. So, you know, we just need them to, you know, continue to compete with each other and get the best out of each other.
All right, you have Edwardsville here tonight. You're no stranger to their program. They graduated 11. They have 13 more seniors on this year's squad. So what do you expect out of this year's version of the Tigers?
Another quality team. You know, they just continually bring up, you know, good soccer players. For us, it's can we continue positive momentum going forward, play very, very simple, because when we do that, we're pretty darn good, and then finish those opportunities. Also, shutouts are kind of our big goal this year. Last year, we've talked about we gave up far too many just cheap goals, and we need to start to limit that.
What do you want to see out of your guys tonight?
You know, like I said, just playing very simple, playing the style that we've worked on since Wednesday and the kind of tactical changes that we've made. And I like our chances if we can do those things.
Well, the weather's a lot more cooperative. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
That is Rob Lugie, your Collinsville soccer head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we will pass along the starters for both of these squads. We'll do all that and more coming up next on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Doctor introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had my research on it. It didn't actually hurt. It just good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing. And that's exactly what I had the surgery before. This, I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play. Just to get back on the court, thankful that Dr. Chris.
Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville, Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahok since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking. Providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. 618-855-8855. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
And once again, we welcome you back to Kahok Stadium. Todd Duke, Brett Borm with you as we get you ready for this one between Collinsville and Edwardsville. For Edwardsville, here are your starters. In goal, you will find senior Zeke Manning. In front of Mr. Manning, you will find Owen Mailer. Bile Brickman, Liam McLean, Nathan Loftus, Colin McGinnis, Gavin Garrick, Jonas Mailer, Troy Chenault, Ben Liardi, and Evan Moore for Collinsville. Robbie Freeman gets the start between the pipes tonight, and in front of Robbie you will find most of the usual suspects. Dane Compton, Trey Peterson, Adam Reiniger, Landon Mahat, Ty Starko, Sam Garofalo is back in there after missing the season opener. Chris Munoz, TJ Carter, Braden Borm, and Joey Morales. The JV game ended in a 1-1 tie. Collinsville scored the first goal on a penalty kick. Mikey Suarez scored in the first half with 7 seconds left to go in the first half, and then with 3 minutes left to go in regulation, Edwardsville tied it up on a header, 1-1, and that's the way we ended at 1-1. We welcome Brett Bourne back on the other microphone. Your thoughts on the coach's comments?
You know, the coach is dead on. You know, he talked about the natural grass a little bit and how it kind of slowed things down. Came out with a new formation in that Chatham game, and it seemed to spark a little bit of life in their efforts that day. So, dead on.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know if you all noticed or not, but during the pregame, there was all kinds of glitching going on with the camera, but it appears to have ironed itself out a little bit here. So hopefully we will not have any more problems with that. That's the deal with modern day technology, man. When it works, it's wonderful. When it doesn't, it gives you a headache. Migraine.
Yes, sir.
Right in the frontal lobe. I don't even know where that is. I just hear it on medical dramas all the time. All right, Collinsville out there in their home purple uniforms. Got a little light purple going on the sleeves this year. New jerseys for the guys. A little white stripe going down the shorts on both sides. Edwardsville, they are out there in their road white uniforms. Got a little, numbers are in black and trimmed in a little bit of that tiger orange that we're all accustomed to seeing most of the time. And as we get through here this first half, Collinsville traveling from your left to your right, trying to score against Zeke Manning down there, manning the goal in the far right-hand side, as that one is a little offside. And Collinsville will get the ball back, and it'll be Robbie Freeman, who is down there in the Belleville East colors, manning the goal for Collinsville. And then we'll switch sides when the second half gets going here as we move along. Much better night to be broadcasting as well as probably playing than it was just 6 days ago on that Wednesday when we were all battling that extreme heat. Ball sent all the way down to midfield. Oh, I said earlier, it feels like the air conditioner has been turned on. Kind of.
Definitely much better playing conditions for these boys. Let's hope we don't see, 7 players go down with cramps that result in a JV team being out there.
Funny thing about it was that it was all in the second half.
I know.
That was just kind of odd that it all happened in one half. Here is Edwardsville. They have the first opportunity, and they score right in the middle. Evan Moore buries it. Got a good feed from over on the far side, and he didn't waste that feed, boy. He sent that one straight into the back of the net.
Yep. Collinsville not marking up. You got two Edwardsville Tigers forwards just standing there open. Nobody picked them up. That is not a great start for Kahok soccer.
It is not, man. You're talking about 2 minutes and 2 seconds in.
This is how we started a Triad. Triad got the early jump, too.
Yeah. Well, and just like we said in the Triad game, there's plenty of time to fix things here. And there is a lot of time left in this contest. Only 2:02. At the 2:02 mark, that goal was scored, and Edwardsville is off and running. And Collinsville is going to have to reset and try to figure out how to stop that from happening again, because that was like lickety-split quick. So Tigers have a quick 1-0 lead, and they're in control of the ball offensively. They'll send it into the offensive zone. Off of the head of one of the defensemen over there, and into the middle of the field it goes, and Landon Mahat sends it up, trying to spring Reiniger, but that ball never made it that way. And then on the defense, Bly Brickman sends it all the way down. That ball ends up going out of bounds. Collinsville looks like Ty Starko came up a little hurt on that play.
Collinsville's not in a position depth-wise to lose any players. I mean, that's been evident in game 1, and it was evident in game 2. I think we only went 3 deep on the bench in that match against Chatham.
Nice to have Garofalo back in there. I heard that TJ Carter had a whale of a game up there in Chatham.
Yeah, he did a good job of just clogging the middle, like Coach said. He was able to, use that big body of his and throw it around a little bit.
Yeah, as it turned out, I probably could have drove to Chatham and done that game and then come back to Belleville East to do the football game.
There were people that made that drive, I can tell you that.
Man, that was a very long day out at Belleville East. All the way backpedaling, Zeke Manning, the senior goalkeeper. As we mentioned in the outset, Edwardsville lost their one and only game so far this year, 1-0, so that was their first goal scored of the year. By the way, the JV game that just preceded this one, that was the JV's first game of the year because they didn't get to play Wednesday night because it was too hot to start a game while the sun was up, and it was a varsity-only game up at Chatham on Saturday. So the JV Kahawks got their first game underway and ended up in a 1-1 tie.
It's a good start. It's a good start against a quality Edwardsville program.
Yeah. That goal that they scored to tie it up 1-1 was just a mad scramble in front.
Yeah.
Collinsville's goalkeeper on the JV team came out to play the ball. That was Brody Braunbauer. And he came out to play the ball, and the ball found somebody that wasn't in the same position that Braunbauer was in. And one bounce, one header later, it went in. Here is Robbie Freeman sending the ball back out to midfield for Collinsville. Takes a bounce right off of the Kahawk logo there at midfield. And then Borum uses his head to send it back down the other way. But Edwardsville is there, and they make sure to keep it going in the offensive zone until Joey Morales comes up with it and sends it up. But once again, Edwardsville is there. They step in front of the ball, and they continue their push on offense once again. Edwardsville leading 1-0. They scored a goal 2 minutes and 2 seconds in. They try again, and that one goes a little wide, bounces off another body, and that one's off of the football goalpost, and that'll be a goal kick restart coming up here for Collinsville. A little dangerous down there.
Yes, it is. Collins is going to have to figure out their shape a little bit, and they're going to have to start finding a way to connect passes here. We're just playing over the top, trying to force balls into Adam Reiniger. It's not going to work all season long. It's just not.
Now, they're going to have Adam marked just like Triad did.
Yeah.
Every time he touched the ball, there was 2 or 3 Triad players around him, and you know that's what teams are going to focus on.
Well, and look at this. I mean, Edwardsville is beating us to the loose 50-50 balls right now, which is exactly what happened against Triad.
Ball goes out of bounds to the Kahawk bench. And Edwardsville will have a throw in from there as we are just underway, but we're already trailing 1-0 in this contest. Collinsville and Edwardsville opening the southwestern portion of their schedule here tonight. As that ball comes right across the front line of the box, and then it's picked up there by Nathan Loftus. Loftus will send it on back to Mailer. Mailer sends it up for Chenault, and all the way to the other side it goes, off of a Kahawk head and back out front. And then we're going to have a foul call. That one's going to go against Olin Mailer as he just went airborne and kind of took out Mahat in the process.
Yeah, that was a total shoulder check there by Owen Mailer into Mahat.
Well, Collinsville trying to get back to work here. Here is T.J. Carter. Carter sends it over to the far side now for Morales. Morales ticks that ball off of one of the Edwardsville players, so Collinsville will get the ball back. They'll throw it in front of the Edwardsville bench. 7 minutes gone here in this first half. 1-0 in favor of Edwardsville. But plenty of time to rectify that situation. There's a nice little move by Chris Munoz. He takes it off of the opposing number 13. Thought that might have been a handball for a minute, but no whistle by the referees as that ball ends up spinning out of bounds.
Collinsville's just got to get a hold of the ball, and they just got to start working it around. Play Collinsville Kahawk soccer, possession. Work it from side to side, then find your opportunities to go forward with Adam.
Well, this is the first time Collinsville has been in their offensive zone for a prolonged period of time. They got it down there momentarily, but it didn't last very long. Here is Mahat. He couldn't get to the loose ball. And picking it up on the far side is Morales. Morales sends the ball up the line. Collinsville looking for a little center pass here and can't do it. As double teamed over there was Collinsville's forward and goes back out to midfield, sent up by Compton. And then takedown from behind. They're going to call that against Edwardsville. Collinsville is going to have a free kick from about 25 yards out, and that one's going to go against Gavin Garrick. So a opportunity here on a set piece for the Kahawks. Landon Mahat out there along with Adam Reiniger and Chris Munoz. Munoz acting like he's going to be the one taking this free kick. We'll see. They like to keep you guessing. Reiniger, he's going to take it, and he sends it too high.
Adam. We got to find a way to get that on frame. Those are scoring opportunities.
Oh, yeah. 25 yards away.
We cannot let it skip by. Just can't.
So Edwardsville will take over. They'll send it over here to this near side for Jonas Mailer. Mailer sends it right back into the middle for Garrick. And Garrick sends it over and gets it right back. 9 minutes gone here in this first half. Collinsville already trailing 1-0. And the Tigers looking to bring it back up. Here is Loftus. Loftus, he'll send it up, but Dane Compton's there to get his forehead in the way and send that one back out of bounds. And once again, another throw-in coming up here for Edwardsville, right underneath the press box location. Here is Borm. He steps into it, gets it up to Mahat. Mahat cuts through the middle, sends it up into the mid-circle there, and Edwardsville's there to pick it off once again. Tigers trying to work it back up for another offensive opportunity. They'll send it from the middle of the field all the way over to the far side. Trying to sneak around everyone is Brickman. Brickman has an off-angle shot, but it makes it, and a save by Freeman.
So far, we're about 10 minutes in. Edwardsville's had the better opportunities, clearly up 1-0. A couple more opportunities, and the Kahawks have been able to generate.
Down it goes, all the way over onto the far sideline. That's McGinnis for Edwardsville. He'll send it off of a foot, and then Collinsville will send it up. Nice little sliding move over there by Morales, but unfortunately the ball didn't get very far. Here's another opportunity for Edwardsville, and a header just goes a little high and wide. So Robbie Freeman.
Substitution number 24, Juan Carlos Doria.
We'll have to wait for the substitution.
Chris Munoz rotates out. Juan Carlos Doria in. Trey Peterson into the midfield.
Little chess piece moving back and forth there by Coach Loogie right off the bat. And that ball goes out of bounds behind the Kahawk bench. I understand that volleyball was successful over across the way against Altoff. All three levels winning today, freshman, JV, and varsity. So congratulations to the Lady Kahawk volleyball program. We'll try to find out the exact scores for you and pass those along to you in the Woods Basement Systems halftime show coming up here in about 28.5 minutes. Here's Borm. He'll send the ball down. He's trying to find his counterpart over there, but didn't happen. Now Compton steps into it. Juan Carlos Doria had the only assist on the Reiniger goal Saturday morning up in Chatham. And here is Mr. Doria. Send the ball into the middle. Trey Peterson trying to get there first. He accomplished that feat. Speaking of feet, they got tangled up and the Edwardsville player went flying. Here is Carter. Carter will send the ball all the way over to Morales. Morales sends it into the middle of the field trying to find Reiniger. Here is Mahat, but he couldn't control the ball, and Edwardsville will begin their push back up the playing surface. Here is Loftus. He lost control of the ball, but Edwardsville still manages to find a way to get it downfield. And with the ball over here on the left wing is Moore. He'll send one right across the front of the goal. Didn't make it anywhere near Freeman. It comes out the other side, and Morales gets a hold of it. He'll send the ball up, trying to find Reiniger. Reiniger gets double teamed pretty much as soon as the ball starts heading his way. And Collinsville trying to send that ball out of bounds off of a body, stays in front, and then off of Compton, and that goes across the end line, and we'll have our first corner kick, and it'll belong to the Edwardsville Tigers.
It's an unlucky bounce there with Ty Starko trying to get it clear. Clears it right into.
That's right, they played East St. Louis tonight, not Altoff. That was Monday night. Get my days mixed up. It's been a whirlwind of a start, man. School year and the sports season. All the movement around by Clay Smith last week. My head was spinning. I'm sure his was.
For sure. All right, I'd like to see Collinsville do a really good job defending this corner. They've kind of struggled at this point, you know, this far into the season on clearing balls with their head. This ball's got to be out.
Far side corner is where it's going to come from. It's high. It's going to come out the other side. No one's going to touch that until Trey Peterson gets a hold of it. He'll send it up the line. He was trying to find Doria. He got there. I don't know why the Edwardsville Tiger backed off at the last second. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger comes up on that left hash mark of the football field. Has a little separation. Sends it back to Doria. Doria pokes it up, and back over to Reiniger it goes. Reiniger trying to zigzag his way through a couple of defenders. Not a lot of room for him to move out there, so he'll just send it on over to Morales. Morales will send it all the way back to midfield, and Ty Starko. Starko with it. Now over to Compton. Compton sends it up to Peterson. Peterson lost the ball but stayed with it well enough, and then he gets pushed from behind. Collinsville will have another free kick, but this one's going to be from about 40 yards out. Somebody's yelling, give him a card.
I think it's our crazies down there.
Yeah. They're called Kahok crazies for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Mahat will take this kick.
I hear the Edwardsville folks calling for be ready because of the quick start a few years ago.
There's a
Mahat
little
scored
lob
on.
shot, and that one's headed over, but over the line it goes. And Collinsville will get their first corner kick of this game.
Somebody's got to get up and attack on this ball. Attack in the air. Got to be an attack mindset.
Landon Mahat will take this kick from this near side corner. It's on the way. It stays low. That's what you want. Couldn't get a head on it, though. No one wearing the purple touched that ball at all. A little stalemate there. Borm finally gets it right between the legs of his player. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger has 4 white jerseys around him.
All over him.
Varsity volleyball won 25-18, 25-16. We will have some volleyball for you Thursday on the road from Edwardsville before we hit the road for football on Friday at Centralia. So back-to-back Edwardsville games for us here tonight, and Thursday night volleyball action from Edwardsville High School. Here's Mahat. Mahat will send the ball up, and that one is close to being offside. I can't believe they didn't blow the whistle on that one, to tell you the truth. And he gets the ball up to Garofalo, and then back over to Morales. He'll send it up into the front of the box. It pops right up and comes down. Carter trying to get there. He can't. Popped up once again. And it finally falls to earth. Borm will get a hold of it. He'll send it up the line to Mahat. Mahat couldn't contain it, though, and that one's going to belong to Edwardsville.
I feel like Collinsville has slowed the pace down a little bit, trying to be patient a little bit more with their movement with the ball. It's taken them a little while to get the nerves out, clearly, with that first goal. The nerves probably set in even more than were before the match started.
Yeah. You get those nerves for that first game against Triad.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get the nerves because of the first road game at Chatham, and then you get the nerves because of the first Southwestern Conference game here against Edwardsville. They'll settle down eventually, and here is Trey Peterson. Peterson once again gets shoved. He takes the shoving and shoves right back, stays on his feet, gets the ball to Mahat. Into the middle it goes to Carter. Carter will send it all the way back to the defense, and here is Dane Compton. Nice little thing you wrote there today in the Kahok soccer page on the Facebook that I shared. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do our best to recognize these boys this year, and Dane's been a stalwart back there for 4 years, right? I mean, he's been a starter, a 4-year letterman, all the accolades. So we're gonna go in number order. Dane is number 2, and Trey Peterson will be our next week's senior profile.
Yeah, I'm glad you're doing that because this boys soccer team is the only team I never get to interview seniors because Coach Lee doesn't want me talking to his guys before the game. He wants them to concentrate. I get that totally.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get a chance to interview the seniors, find out a little bit more about their personalities and their likes and dislikes. So I'm glad you did that because now I know a little bit more about Compton.
Yeah, it's a good group of boys.
Yeah. Ball comes down. Here is Borm. Borm will send it back to the aforementioned Mr. Compton. 4-year starter on varsity, this guy is.
I'm going to have to guess he's probably going to lead all records as far as, actual varsity appearances.
Yeah. There he
Gotta
is
be
again.
close.
Compton gets it all up to Carter. Carter sends the ball on over to Starko. And Starko sends it up the line for Morales. Morales trying to find Reiniger, standing in front of the Edwardsville bench. He does. And then he'll send it back to the defense, and we'll start all over again. 21:45 left to play here in this first half. 1-0 in favor of Edwardsville on a goal just 2 minutes and 2 seconds into this contest. Here's Peterson. Trey sends it over to Mahat, right in the logo. McGinnis gets the ball for Edwardsville, and the Tigers will begin their push on offense. Collinsville controlled that ball for quite a while, so that's nice to see. High shot. That one's going to go off of the far upright of the football goalposts. And Collinsville will have another goal kick restart here.
About that last 5 minutes or so, you're right. Collinsville did control the possession a lot more, a lot better. Moving the ball around. That's what you want to do. Heiderscheid clearly has a very, very deep bench over there, and he's not afraid to use it.
13 seniors, man.
Yeah, he's not afraid to use it. So, but, keep those legs moving.
Yeah.
Make them work. Let the ball do the work for you.
Back out to midfield it goes, off of the foot of Robbie Freeman. And the Tigers try to work it up on offense once again. There is Ed Vargas. Vargas had that ball knocked off of him, and out of bounds it goes. Edwardsville will throw it in. And with the honors, it'll be Ben Liardi.
Excuse me.
Into the box it goes. Back out. Munoz. Gets the ball up to Garofalo. Garofalo was trying to spring Peterson. He had a head start, but there was the Jonas Mailer to stop that progression. Back out toward midfield it goes. And Owen Lunsford sends it all the way back to Zeke Manning. Collinsville, with all the possession time they have, still have not had a shot on goal.
Not yet.
Down at midfield it goes. Edwardsville couldn't contain it. Goes to Peterson. Peterson sends it through. Here's a chance. Collinsville, and a poke and a goal by Sam Garofalo. We just got through talking about him and how they missed him in that first game. And he gets the equalizer, and we are tied at 1.
That is a huge equalizer for the Collinsville Kahawks. Great ball by Trey Peterson, slotting that ball through to Sam Garofalo. I believe it was Peterson that slotted him, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure was.
Okay, great assist by Trey Peterson, slotting that through, and Sam being patient and just putting the finish on. It's a great job. Kahawks now showing some life.
There you go. It's exactly what you needed. 1-1.
Did you notice I didn't scream?
I did.
Okay.
Thank you very much, because that broke my eardrums last week.
I understand. I'm working on it, Todd. I'm working on it.
Thank you. Hey, it took me a couple of years to break Dr. McCluskey of that, too. That's okay. I know everybody gets excited. I don't hold it against you. Start the clock, Kettler. I got people looking up at me, pointing at the clock like I'm the one in charge of it.
Like it's us, right?
Yeah. There's a little log jam of players over there on the far side. And here is Reiniger.
Patience, Adam. Patience.
Reiniger will send it back to the defense. And once again, Starko will start things off. He'll give it up to Compton. Compton sends it back over to the far side for Morales. Morales in front of his own bench. He'll poke one up into the offensive zone, trying to break Garofalo again, but this time that ball had a little too much speed on it. And Manning will send it all the way out real quick onto the feet of McGinnis. McGinnis immediately gets challenged by Borm. And then Edwardsville will start all over again. They'll send it up to midfield, and that's where they will find a little help there from, well, I don't even have a number 24 on Edwardsville. I think that's what that young lady just said.
Saying. Yeah,
14.
I'm not sure.
24 is Soren Selberg. So Selberg, Selberg wearing number 24 instead of 14 like he is mentioned on the roster. I love when people try to talk to me with these headphones on. I can't hear a thing.
Right.
Got some substitutions going on.
Heiderscheid is he's going to continue rotating, man. He's going to keep a constant rotation in and out. He has that depth.
Well, they're not letting him come in right now, are they?
Mm-mm.
Back to action we go, and Garofalo trying to step up there and knock that ball loose. He almost succeeded in that, but it ends up finding the foot of one of the Tigers, and then it's sent over to Borm on a nice heads-up play there by Starko. Borm tries to work his way up past his opponent, Jack Kurjan. And Morales steps up, trying to do the same thing, but can't get it done. Into the middle of the field it goes, and a loose ball will come all the way over here to this near side sideline. Loftus will take over. He gets double teamed. That's poked away nicely by Munoz, and it goes across the line. And a throw in coming up here for the Tigers as we have 17 and a half minutes to go here in this first half. Throw in coming from Loftus. In front, popped straight up into the air. Comes down, and Loftus once again there to save the ball from going out of bounds. He'll send it farther up into the defense, and Mailer will send the ball all the way back to midfield now for Garrick. Trey Peterson steps in front, tries to steal that ball, almost came away with it, actually. Here's Carter, sends it back to the defense. Compton will send it over to Starko. Starko sends it over to Morales. Morales says Olay, and this guy went flying almost into the Kahok bench. There's Starko once again. Up to Morales. Morales will send the ball deep into the offensive zone.
Great job.
Man, I'm telling you what, that was close to being a breakaway there for Collinsville.
Gavin Garrich making a great defensive heading play there to really stop that Collinsville surge.
That he did. Selberg sends the ball up. Starko takes care of it. But finding it anyway is Selberg, and that ball ends up going out of bounds. Selberg, last one to touch it, so Collinsville will have a throw in. As we approach 16 minutes left to play, as Doria checks back into the game for Collinsville, Garofalo will go to the bench. Get a nice little handshake from his head coach, Rob Lugie, on the goal scored to tie this thing up at 1.
Yep. Keep them legs fresh. Get some players moving in and out.
Throw in coming from the far sideline. And comes all the way over to Borm. Borm sends the ball up, but the Tigers send it right back to where it came from. Over here to the sideline, Loftus did a nice job of keeping that ball in. Yeah, he sure did, but there's Adam Reiniger stepping in front of him. Look at Reiniger playing some defense now. And now they're going to call Reiniger, and I don't know about that at all. I didn't see any pushing going on. They were both going after the ball, and I think Loftus stopped and ran into Reiniger. Clay Smith's down there. He saw it all. We can give him a call, see what he saw. The old soccer guru that he is.
Collins has got to prepare for this like it's a corner, but also be mindful that, you know, you can bend this in. You can bend this in back post. Evan Moore is a ball striker.
A lot of room out front, too, man.
Robbie has got to drop back into his box a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, he's moving back. Keep your eye on Brickman out here, though. He's kind of just standing there, and he's got room if they want to decide to pass it to him. And they'll end up trying a little trick play, but it didn't work. Collinsville gets it out of there. Really not much of a problem there for the Kahawks. They looked pretty well defending that. Edwardsville, though, they stay with it. Here is Morales. Over on the far side, excuse me, is that Morales or Doria?
You got Doria on that side, and you got Morales, 22 in the left back. And what an addition he's been this year so far, coming back from St. Louis City Academy. He solidified that left back role that, honestly, we didn't know who was going to play it.
Yeah. Off of the head of Doria. Mahat tries to use his head to get it up a little farther, and now it's back over to Doria. Doria trying to send it over to Borm, but he misplayed it and sent it way behind Borm. And then Robbie Freeman will find the loose ball. He'll send it back up to midfield. And Collinsville, a nice little bicycle kick there by Chris Munoz. Sends it momentarily into the Collinsville offensive zone, but Edwardsville stopped that one pretty well. A little push from behind just as Trey Peterson got rid of that ball. Now Mahat. He'll send it over to Morales. And Morales will send it to Starko. Starko back up to Morales in front of his bench. Munoz to Mahat.
That's us.
Yeah.
Edwardsville's doing a really good job of putting bodies on you as soon as we get our first touch. They're
those
banging.
two guys for Edwardsville have been standing there forever waiting to come in.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I mean, it's got to be their throw.
Yeah. Sent out of the offensive box by Edwardsville, and then all the way over here to this side for Mailer. Mailer sends it up to Loftus. Loftus has been busy. He's trying to feed somebody in the middle there, but that went right off of the chest of Carter, and it ends up going across the line. And now we will have substitutions as Garofalo checks back into the game for Collinsville, and Jack Wooten checks in for Edwardsville along with Owen Mailer. He checks back into, number 8, Liam McLean. He was a starter who checks back in. Back to action. And Collinsville comes away with it. Garofalo did a nice job, gets it up to Peterson. Peterson turns around, gives it back to Garofalo. Garofalo up to Doria. Doria trying to find Munoz as Adam Reiniger is all the way over here playing on this right wing.
He's waiting.
Yeah, he is.
He's trying to find his seam.
McLean, he comes away with the ball, sends it out to midfield, and now McGinnis with it. Edwardsville scored the first goal 2 minutes and 2 seconds in. Took a while, but Collinsville got the equalizer off of the foot of Garofalo. And Starko tries to send the ball up. I thought he was going to try to get it out of bounds. Just up the line. There's a shot and a save by Freeman. And he jumps on the rebound.
It's a good save. Robbie jumping on the rebound quickly, not letting it sit there. Bourne was there to clear it.
Freeman gets all the way back out to midfield. Here is Morales. Morales will send the ball up the way now. Or excuse me. Now Morales with the ball from Munoz. And Morales gets it back from Doria. He sends it up the line for Peterson. Peterson trying to spring Doria. Peterson lucky to get that ball right back, and then he ends up putting it into the Edwardsville bench.
Edwardsville they're putting two people on you. As soon as Collinsville, gets a pass, receives a pass, there's two people right in their face. They're doing a really good job of, playing in your face soccer.
In your face soccer.
You like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just made it up.
Yeah. Sounds painful. Collinsville gets a throw in right underneath us. And Mr. Bourne will take that. As I believe we had another substitution. Doria goes off.
Mahat back in.
Mahat back in.
I think he's just trying to get him drinks, get him rest.
Throw in comes in. And takes a Tigers bounce to their defense. Tigers touch the ball again. Carter can't get there. Misjudged the fly ball. Now out to midfield. Put there by Bourne and sent over the forward's head. Starko trying to turn around. Shot, another save by Freeman, and he has to wait for that ball to come down.
Great reflexes by Robbie Freeman because that ball was probably beeline to that back post.
You ain't kidding. That's a couple of really good saves that Freeman has made. Oh, man. Yeah, you can't be doing that, man.
You got to play the ball, 13.
Mailer just ran right into Reiniger, and seems like they always know how to hurt him. He's holding his back. That had to hurt a little bit. He's young enough. He can get over it. Me, I'd still be standing. I'd be laying out there. Stretcher.
They'd be calling an ambulance for me.
I'm telling you. Me and Dr. McCluskey would be hanging out together there on the field. Does it hurt, Todd? Everywhere.
TJ, handball.
So a free kick coming up here for Edwardsville, and they don't waste any time.
Bring it back.
They're not going to take the kick. Yeah, the referee's going to make them.
Well, the ball's still rolling, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, it's 5 yards from where the foul occurred.
Yeah, if you got a free kick, the ball has to be sitting still.
Correct.
Unless you got one whale of a gusty wind making it move. It'd be like if you're playing in Florida with this hurricane headed up the Gulf of Mexico. My mom lives in Clearwater. Her and her husband went out to the original Hooters in Clearwater to have one last meal out before they had to lock themselves in for a couple of days.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Feel sorry for those people in Florida.
Yeah, there's another takedown right at midfield as Munoz was taken out there by Jack Wooten. So Collinsville will get a free kick here right from the midfield logo. 8:40 left to play here in this first half, 1-1. Edwardsville scored early. Collinsville tied it up later. Joey Morales to take this kick for Collinsville. It's on the way, right down the middle, and off of a head, and didn't go the right way. Loftus will come over and get it and try to take care of it. Oh, he said that was, yeah, okay. We'll get a throw-in over here.
I don't think Edwardsville expected that.
Yeah. Here's Garofalo. Garofalo will send the ball back over to Bourne on this near sideline. Bourne will send the ball up. Mahat will send it back to the defense. Starko to Compton. Compton surveys things. Looking for somewhere to put the ball, and he'll send it all the way over to the far side. And Trey Peterson is going to try to track it down before it goes out of bounds. He can't get there. He got there in time, but he sent the ball in the wrong direction. Might have a couple of stray little sprinkles showing up here.
Really?
Yeah. There's a cold front moving through. 88 today is going to be beautiful, and 81 tomorrow.
Nice.
Winds coming out of the north. Got some washers to play tomorrow night.
I had a little golf league last night. It was beautiful out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to get hot again.
Yeah, this weekend's gonna be
95
hot,
by
yep.
Sunday, 96 Monday. Although so far they're not talking about that stifling humidity. Here is Garofalo. Did a pretty nice job, and after he hopped over a player, the ball kind of came loose, and he lost the ball after that. So Edwardsville, they're back with it. Here is McLean. Excuse me. Ball sent right to the end of the bench. There is head coach Mr. Mark Heiderscheid, his 22nd year as the head coach of this Edwardsville Tigers boys soccer team. That's a long time. Mm-hmm. Trey Peterson's going to get called for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonas Mailer. He was the one who dished it out a little while ago to Morales.
Shift purple.
Here's Loftus.
Great job,
That is
Dean.
off of the foot of McGinnis and out of bounds. And really?
I thought it hit off of him, too.
Ow. My eyes deceiving me here?
No.
Nice job there by Compton. Boy, he knows how to step in front of that ball.
Yeah, he's phenomenal when it comes to defending headers.
There is Peterson. He had to split the defenders, did so, but no one there to help him out. Now, double team over there will put the ball into the Edwardsville bench, and the ball will belong to Edwardsville. Well, that was a late call there by the line judge all the way over there in front of the Kahok
Yeah,
bench.
I think Trey Peterson thought that he was able to bang it off of one of those Tigers on that far side.
Edwardsville substitution number 19, Henry Vivian.
Henry Vivian checks into the game for the first time for Edwardsville. Heiderscheid, as I mentioned, this is just his second game, so he's trying to mix and match pieces. He's only had one game to kind of try to figure things out, and I think he's still trying to figure things out. Here is Garofalo. Garofalo moves it across the middle, looking for a little room to work with. He gives it up to Peterson. Peterson to Morales, and a loose ball. That was picked up by
It's good ball
Zeke
movement.
Manning, yeah.
That's good ball movement by the Kahawks. Oh, keep going.
Yeah. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. 1-1 contest thus far. Here is Borm trying to get into the way. And a couple of Tigers to deal with. Sends it over here to this near side sideline, and Vivian gets his first touches. Whistle on the play. We'll give the ball back to Collinsville. Borm will come and throw it in right at midfield. He'll do so back in the defensive zone to Compton. Compton all the way over for Morales. Morales sends it up to Reiniger. Reiniger's got four guys around him, and Morales still sends it to him.
They are man-marking the heck out of Adam Reiniger tonight.
No, not kidding. Loose ball picked up in front of the Kahok bench. Edwardsville is on the move, trying to break into that right wing over there.
Well
and
done.
Nice job over there defensively by Starko to keep that ball from going any farther than it did. Here is Peterson. Peterson will pop up a loose ball. It takes a ricochet right through the logo at midfield.
Here we go.
And then Mahat will send it up, but a little bit too far. And, yeah, Manning, Zeke Manning came out. He was ready to pick that ball up outside the box, which is a no-no.
Surprised he didn't just play it with his feet.
Yeah.
But honestly, that was really dangerous with Adam Reiniger, closing in on him.
Collinsville stops the ball in its tracks, but Edwardsville finds the loose ball as Carter couldn't contain it. Over to the far side it goes. Popped up into the front of the box, comes out over here onto the side, and an opportunity for Edwardsville, but a nice job getting there by Compton. Ball ricocheted off of him, and then a slow roller to Freeman saved his bacon. 3:25 left to play here in this first half. Don't forget, we have the Woods Basement System halftime show coming up for you. We'll scour the area for some scores. Of course, we got some volleyball to talk about, as the girls were victorious against East St. Louis over in Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Here's Borm. He'll send it out to midfield. Peterson pops it up. Tries to use his head to send it to a teammate, but he's going to get called for a foul as once again Mailer ends up going down.
Collinsville's got to defend strong in the last 2.5 minutes. We cannot have.
And we can't have what happened Wednesday night here against Triad.
Nope.
20 seconds to go in that first half, and Triad ends up with the eventual game-winning goal. Here is Starko. Starko sends it up to Garofalo. Garofalo, I don't know what he was thinking. Ball ended up going the opposite way from what he wanted it to do.
Oh,
and now he's going to get called for a trip. Yep.
That is not a good place to take
We've
a foul.
had a couple of set pieces from over here on this side already.
Yeah. Not a good spot. Evan Moore, I'm telling you, he can hit. He can hit from here.
Senior forward for the Tigers.
If it ends up being him.
As a free kick will come right in front of the Kahok Crazies. Here we go. That one's going high, and it's in.
Told you.
Yep, right into the upper corner. Second goal of the game for Evan Moore.
You cannot take a foul like that deep in your offensive third.
Man, oh man, these late half goals, they'll kill you. 1:50 left to play here in this first half, and Edwardsville regains the lead. Collinsville's got almost 2 minutes to try to put an equalizer in before they go talk about things.
It's a terrible way to go into halftime. 2 games in a row. Or 2 games out of 3.
Evan Moore.
So Moore, 1 goal away from a hat trick already. Loose ball all the way down. Borm stands in front of it and then has it knocked out of bounds. Collinsville is going to stay with it. Borm will throw the ball in. Meanwhile, a bunch of Tigers are complaining about the call, but Borm was already throwing it in while they were complaining. Back to the defense it goes for Edwardsville. Tigers back out to a 1-goal lead. Borm off of his head, but that's going to come out of bounds. Edwardsville will have a throw in. And it'll be Mailer right underneath our location. Nope, he's going to give way for Garrick. 1 minute to go here in this first half. Garrick, how much farther is he going to be allowed to get up there?
I'm not sure, but he was creeping.
Yeah, he was. Borm sends the ball up, and it's going to take a bounce out of bounds, so Edwardsville will have another throw in, but this one's a little deeper into Collinsville's offensive area. Down to the final 35 seconds here in this first half. And Garrick, another throw in. And Borm gets the foot on it once again after another overthrow. Here is Peterson, tried to send it up to midfield, but no one there wearing the purple and the white, and down it goes, and Edwardsville with another opportunity as we have the final 15 seconds left to play here. Better beware. Here is Peterson. He gets knocked off the ball, and the referee's going to get in on the fun. Free kick coming up, but not a lot of time left as it gets sent downfield, and can't do anything with that one. As the half comes to a close, Collinsville trails by a score of 2-1 as we welcome you into the halftime show, brought to you by Woods Basement Systems. All things basementy. Woods Basement Systems, working to keep homes dry since 1986. Woods Basement Systems. Give them a call at their Collinsville headquarters, 618-708-4055. 2-1 in favor of Edwardsville after 1 half of play. We'll be back in just a moment. The Woods Basement Halftime Show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC. 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS Class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS Class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS Class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS Class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
And we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here at Collinsville. Kahawks losing 2-1 after one half of play here in the world of soccer. The volleyball teams were successful. Freshman team won 25-12, 25-14. JV won 25-14, 25-13. And varsity won 25-18, 25-16. All of those over East St. Louis. And one other volleyball score to tell you about, it was Belleville East over Alton, 25-10 and 25-21. In the world of soccer, at halftime, Belleville East over Alton 1-0. Also at halftime, Belleville West beating O'Fallon 3-2. And after one half of play, it is Triad over Father McGivney by a score of 3-1. And at Busch Stadium, Cardinals are losing. Fernando Tatis Jr. has the only RBI so far, and the San Diego Padres lead your St. Louis Cardinals by a score of 1-0. That is your Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Back with second half action in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. KHOC.org. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, PetroffTrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHOCSports.com and the KHOC Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the KHOC Sports Network and KHOCSports.com.
Collinsville Junior Service Club's Golf Scramble is set for Sunday, October 1st at Arlington Greens Golf Course in Granite City. For more information, you can call 618-210-7273. Once again, we welcome you back to Collinsville High School. Kahok Stadium is where we are. The supermoon is coming up over the horizon right in front of us. You can't see it here on this huddle camera, but maybe it pans out. There it is at the very top of the screen. It'll be full tomorrow. So all you people that like to howl at the moon, you'll have your opportunity tomorrow. That triad game against Father McGivney is now final. 4-1 is the final score. And the St. Louis Cardinals just tied the game up against San Diego. 1-1 that game is. And it looks like we have a new keeper Coming in now for Edwardsville as Colin Schlechte is now into the game for Edwardsville. So a change of the goalkeepers here for Mark Heiderscheid, as Collinsville will now head from your right to your left as we are underway here in half number 2. I'm Todd Duke, Brett Borm on the other microphone. Here come the Kahawks. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger into the left side, takes a shot and a save by the just inserted goalkeeper, Braden Schlechte. He is a junior, and he gets tested right away. Only the second shot on goal for Collinsville. The first one went in.
That's a big goalkeeper down there, too.
Sure is. He's a big kid.
It's kind of unusual. Conference game here, rivalry game, inserting a cold goalkeeper at this point.
Like I said, I think Heiderscheid's just still trying to figure things out for the year.
Right.
Only one game under his belt, and that was played in extreme heat. And they lost. Heiderscheid's not used to that.
Right.
I mean, the guy's, got 329 wins, only 97 losses. Hasn't even hit 100 in losses in 21 years of doing this. That's amazing to me. Edwardsville, they trying to bring the ball back up, but can't get there. That ball ends up going across the sideline. The big supermoon, the blue moon, will be full tomorrow. Looks almost full now. But I'm not a meteorologist. What do I know?
Collinsville's got to get back to working the ball around side to side, just like they were about halfway through that first half. They were controlling possession. They were dominating a little bit. Now they need to get back to that.
Each team has had a corner kick, and now Edwardsville is going to get the ball
there.
back.
I thought he slipped and fell.
I know. Peterson victimized by the Edwardsville Tigers slipping and falling, and the referee thought it was a foul. Not sure if that was correct, but nothing you can do about that. Ball comes upfield. Now at midfield, Mahat trying to step into it. He does. That ball almost hit his elbow, and it comes over here to Morales. Morales, he gets called for a foul, and another free kick. Or no, it goes the other way, doesn't it?
It's going. It's our ball.
Yeah. So Morales will take the free kick from midfield. And it's on the way down, but it doesn't go very far.
Not a well-placed ball.
Didn't get enough air underneath it.
No. Wasn't struck well enough.
Oh. And that ball goes sliding out of bounds, and one of our players goes tumbling across that track over there. That can't feel good.
It's Chris Munoz, I believe, over there on the right side. We lost him in the Chatham game to an injury. It was my understanding his shin guard cracked. So we lost him for about the second half of that match.
Jeff Hayes, the JV coach, and Amanda Bauer over there checking out Mr. Munoz. They're going to go ahead and stop the clock, so we will go ahead and take a commercial break. Even though he's off the field, they decided to stop the clock, so we will take a timeout. We'll come back after just a brief moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com.
Todd Duke, Brett Bourne back with you from Kahok Stadium. Chris Munoz ended up walking off under his own power, so we're happy to see that. As we are back to action here at midfield, 2-1. Edwardsville has the lead. We are just a little over, or a little under 4 minutes played here in this second half, and a bouncing ball that should be no problem for Schlechte.
It's not a smart ball.
And Schlechte will send it back out to midfield. Collinsville gets there first and sends the ball back to the big circle with the logo in the middle of it here at Kahok Stadium. And a nice move. Ball gets by everybody. Freeman's got to come out. He does so and hops onto that ball. Stops any further damage from being done. Day off tomorrow. Collinsville and Edwardsville once again will hook up, this time at Edwardsville High School, and the girls volleyball will be the sport of choice. Ball ends up going out of bounds, and Collinsville trying to work it back up. Here is Doria. Doria has that ball sent off of his shin and into a couple of players, but they end up sending it out of bounds. Here is Morales with the throw-in. Morales does so off of Doria's head. He's trying to find Reiniger, and Edwardsville takes over for just a moment, and then Mahat will take it over once again. Oh, man, just past the foot of Juan Carlos Doria, or else we would have been in business.
Yeah, it was a great ball by Landon Mahat trying to spring Doria down this left wing. Unfortunately, it was just a step or two in front of him. He could not catch up to it.
Nolan Gorman with the RBI single for St. Louis to tie that thing up 1-1 over at Busch Stadium. And substitution, and we'll bring in Owen Lunsford back into the game for Edwardsville. Collinsville is going to make a substitution as well. Carter will go off, and Chris Munoz will come back in after being injured just a little while ago. Throw in for Edwardsville. Well, throw it up this near side sideline. Off of a head, comes down, and then out of bounds once again. And another throw-in coming up here for Edwardsville. That didn't get out of bounds on the first bounce as everybody thought it was going to.
It did not seem like that.
Yeah, and
no,
Colin McGinnis almost ran into it on his way over. Throw-in's going to come up from Ben Liardi.
I feel like Edwardsville is literally in our face.
That ball was thrown in pretty much like a corner kick. Excuse me. Popped up in the air and over the line, and Robbie Freeman will get us back to action here with a goal kick restart.
Yeah, they're in our face every time we get possession of that ball. Sometimes one man, sometimes two man, but they're in our face, high pressure, and it's throwing Collinsville off their game right now. Not able to establish that possession that they were in the middle of that first half.
Freeman puts a foot into it, sends it back out to midfield. It's got a little bit of a low trajectory on it. And Collinsville, they'll beneficiate from it. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger gets past one. He's got a guy on his left, too. He shoots, and he scores! Adam Reiniger picks up his third goal of the year, and Collinsville ties this at 2.
Adam Reiniger with his third goal of the season. I'm not sure who sprung him on that breakaway, but there was nobody going to catch up to him on that breakaway.
So we are tied once again. We had, who was that, Compton coming up on the other side? I don't know.
Win.
Just now. There were two Collinsville Kahawks coming right down the middle.
I did not see who was making that back post run.
Reiniger with his third goal of the year. He's had a goal in every game so far.
We got an offsides here on Evan Moore, trying to get behind that Kahawk defense. Collinsville doing the right thing and stepping up just before the ball is played, earning the offsides call.
So brand new ball game, 2-2.
Back out. Get back to possession.
Garofalo sends it up to Reiniger. Reiniger coming in on this left side once again. He'll put on the brakes, surveys things, kicks it back over to Doria. Doria will send the ball back over to Mahat. Mahat will send it over to the far side now for Borm. Borm, he surveys things, sends it up the line, trying to spring Peterson, and Peterson could never get a body part on that ball, and it goes all the way down the line and out of bounds.
It's unfortunate. Borm wanted to get the cross off. I don't think he could get the angle to get it off, and then tried to slide Peterson the pass, but unfortunately too much on it.
So Edwardsville, excuse me, back to action. Mahat sends it up to Reiniger. Reiniger pops one. That's going to go well wide. Yeah, Doria coming right up the middle.
Yeah, there's no, the percentage of you scoring from 35 yards out, do the math, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Are so low. Keep the ball, wait for your runners to come in, and then slot him on the outside for the overlap.
Morales uses his head to get the ball up. Edwardsville, they got a head on it as well, and if that would have bounced over the player, Reiniger would have had another 1v1 opportunity.
Yes.
Oh, what a nice job by Garofalo. Garofalo with a nice sliding tackle. He brings the ball up and trying to keep it in. Yep, that's out of bounds.
Yep.
And Collinsville is going to get a throw in from just outside the box here. And it'll be Morales who will do the honors.
That's a great effort.
Collinsville looks like they are re-energized.
That's a great effort by Sam Garofalo with that slide tackle.
Mahat sends it all the way over for Borm. Borm, he gets held. No call on the play. Into the box it goes. Bouncing ball.
Come on.
That one's going to go in. Oh, what a stop at the last second there by Schlechte as that ball got behind him, and he just had enough time to go back and chase it down.
Borm doing a great job sliding that ball right inside the box, hoping for something to happen. Reiniger was there. It's a great save by the Edwardsville goalkeeper.
Sure was.
Yes, I agree with you, Todd. There is a little bit of re-energizing here on for the K-Hawks since that equalizer.
I think even before that they were re-energized.
Yeah, they just got to play simple, Todd. This is not a difficult game. I say that as a dad who's 48 years old. But
if you and I were out there, it would be way harder.
Right. But it's not overly complicated. Let the ball do the work. Move the ball around side to side, north, south. Have somebody in front of you, have somebody behind you.
Ball comes over here to Brickman. He'll run it up, but he'll run out of room. Collinsville will have the throw in. Whoa, whistle on the play. I don't know why.
You got an
Edwardsville player down. Okay.
Injured Edwardsville Tiger over there.
Cramp.
I'm guessing cramps.
Yep. Cramp started big time in the second half.
We got a second one here.
Oh. Got a couple of cramps going on.
Maybe it's their turn to deal with the cramps like we did on Wednesday night.
All right, well, we have a timeout. Clock is stopped. 30 minutes, 31 seconds left to go here in the second half. We will step aside and take a break, and back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Both players end up going off under their own power. Both of them suffered cramps, so it wasn't a major issue. Once they get the cramping to stop, they can get off the field and be replaced. They can come back in here at a later time. 10 minutes gone here in the second half. We're tied at 2. These two Southwestern Conference teams battling against each other once again. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger will spring Doria. Ooh,
that's a good
nice
tackle.
Yeah, a little sliding tackle there by Edwardsville's Liardi.
Come on, Juan. Oh.
That ball will end up being a goal kick restart here for Edwardsville, excuse me. Not sure if Schlechte is going to take this one or not. It looks like one of the defenders is going to take it.
It's going to be down outside the box here.
Yeah.
As I was saying during the break, you have those 2 injuries go down for Edwardsville. It does give Collinsville an opportunity to catch their breath. We have a short bench. We don't tap it very often. But I also feel like it slows down the Collinsville momentum that we finally started generating.
Yeah. I agree with everything you just said.
I was also told at halftime I need to talk louder on the microphone.
Again?
Yeah.
Do I not have you turned up enough?
I don't know. Coach Munoz says I'm too quiet.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to turn you up too much and it'll bust my eardrums.
No. Never know when those outbursts are going to come.
Yeah.
I've been good tonight.
You have. Schlechte. He'll send it back out to midfield. Stopped there by Trey Peterson. Sent over to the far sideline. And up in front of the Tigers bench. Tigers bring it up. Whistle stops the action.
Was there a foul? Or
I
did
guess.
it go out of bounds?
I don't think it went out of bounds, did it? I don't know. Well, looks like it's going to be a free
kick.
Yeah.
I did not see the foul.
I didn't even hear the whistle.
That's these new fandangled headphones you got going on.
Oh, I know.
They're like,
yeah.
like noise muting or something.
Yeah, they definitely fit around the earlobes very well, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
The other ones were like 10 years old. They've lost some of their cushion.
It's got to be out.
There's the ball into the front of the box, popped off of the head of Reiniger, and then Compton sends it down, and that was dangerous.
Yeah.
And Morales finally gets a handle on the ball, but then it's popped back up, and there was Robbie Freeman to catch the proverbial can of corn.
On that first ball, I'd like to see Robbie own that box. Come out, knee up, catch the ball at the highest point.
Ball at midfield.
Oh, gosh. Where are you going, Juan?
I don't know. The opposite direction. Here is Borm. Oh, another nice move to get past a couple of defenders there by Mr. Borm, and that ball is sent right back up, and now we have a whistle on the play. By the way, over the last 25 years of head-to-head battle between these two teams, Tigers have the advantage with a 19-7-2 record over the Kahawks. You add in the 4-3 mark that the Tigers had over Collinsville in the playoffs, and that's 23 wins, 10 losses, and 2 ties for Edwardsville against Collinsville. The 2 ties came in 2001 and 2009. Those were both 1-1 ties, but it's been the last few years where Collinsville has turned the tables.
A little bit. 3 years conference champs,
Yeah.
but this is a new year.
Sure is. Last year, the Kahawks beat the Tigers twice in the regular season, 2-0 in the Southwestern Conference opener. That, by the way, is 1 year ago tomorrow. Garofalo and Peterson had the goals in that one. A couple of weeks later, Collinsville won 2-1 here, and Reiniger and Landon Mahat scored. However, Edwardsville would get the revenge they need as they took Collinsville out in the regional championship game here on this turf.
We need to get Trey Peterson on the scoreboard. We need to get him going, build some confidence.
Peterson sends the ball up to midfield. Rebound kind of found Garofalo, and Garofalo sends it up, but no one there wearing the purple. And
that's ours. Let's get there.
Edwardsville. Schlechte got lucky. He didn't give that ball away.
Good.
Starko takes it right off of the leg of Hamad.
I've been pretty impressed the last 2 games so far with Ty Starko, as that second center back paired with Dane Compton. It's been a good fit. Not overly fast, but he's smart.
Heads that ball out of bounds, so a throw-in coming up here for Edwardsville.
He might be your center back next year, when you lose Dane Compton.
Yeah. Told you about Edwardsville beating Collinsville in the regional championship game. Last regular season win for the Tigers against Collinsville was in 2021 in the Southwestern Conference opener, 2-1. Last playoff win for Collinsville over East St. Louis, best soccer match ever. Ever.
East St. Louis?
No, that was...
That's what you said.
Ever. Oh, well, I said EHS. No, I didn't. I looked at EHS and said East St. Louis. Yeah, over Edwardsville. That was October of 2018. In that sectional semifinal right here, Collinsville won 2-1 when Zane Baker scored the game winner with 2.1 seconds left.
I remember watching that in my garage, I think at a Halloween party. Was that on Halloween?
I did not write down the date. I just wrote down October. There's a throw-in for Edwardsville, right into the front, and a header will send it across the line. And a goal kick restart. That was the year that Collinsville ended up going all the way to state and finishing in 3rd.
Yeah, that was a heck of a team, Todd.
Yes, it was. That was a heck of a game, man.
Yep.
When Zane Baker scored that goal, everybody for Edwardsville just fell onto the ground. It looked like everybody got shot all at once.
Yeah.
It was kind of it was a surreal moment.
Got to win these balls, Purple.
Into midfield. Collinsville sends it down to the offensive zone. That ball is definitely onside as Doria gets there and just couldn't squeeze it out between a couple of defenders. Comes back from Morales. He'll send it up to Peterson. Peterson back to Morales. Morales tripped over the ball. Yeah, you got to watch out for those. Those will allow breakaways to start.
Oof. Come on, Chris. Oof.
Morales sends it up. Or, excuse me, Munoz sent it up. Now over to Doria. Doria took too long to get anything going on there, and now we have another player hurt, and we're going to stop the clock once again. I'm guessing it's a cramp. That would be Liam McLean down. He's holding his shin, so maybe not a cramp.
Nobody's trying to stretch it out, so my guess is it's probably a.
Yeah, looks like he's holding his shin. A little shot in the shin, or well, looks like Amanda Bauer was kind of squeezing that calf muscle, so maybe it was a cramp. Those things come on sudden.
Yes, they do. And they come on, after you've rested for a while,
Yeah.
like we did it, like I said last week against Triad,
Yeah.
Right after halftime, Reiniger drops 10 minutes. Mahat drops 5 minutes later, after you've let your muscles cool. And then you just tweak it at the right time. It'll just tighten up on you. And it's hard to recover from a calf, a cramp.
Cramp in the calf?
There you go.
All right, this one didn't take as long, so we are back to action. 23 minutes and 40 seconds left to play here in the second half. We are tied at 2. Well, I tell you, it feels wonderful out here now.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it was hot by any means earlier, but a little bit. Got up to like 88 today. That's pretty warm.
No, it was nice.
Yeah. Ball at midfield. Tigers head it in front of their bench, but Collinsville is there to take care of it. Now a loose ball. Picked up by Collinsville, sent to the offensive zone, and Schlechte will come out for it.
We have a little bit different formation here. Now instead of Reiniger running up top, you've got him slotted in the midfield.
That's out of bounds, yeah.
I'm wondering if we're trying to get a little bit more possession out of him or what.
There is Mahat.
Good ball.
To Morales, to Doria. Doria gets it into the corner of the box where it's kicked out of bounds by Edwardsville. So another throw-in coming up here for Collinsville. They don't waste any time getting that throw-in down. Here's Mahat. He'll take a shot and a bouncing save.
That is okay.
By Schlechte. And now, after Edwardsville had the advantage in shots on goal at 4-1, that category is even at 4-4.
Landon Mahat's got to get more involved in the offense. He's a great playmaker, very technical player, but he can also score. He's got to start getting on that score sheet, not be afraid to hit shots from outside because he's got the strength. Play with a little bit more confidence and swagger. I know it's in him.
Scored a goal last year against Edwardsville, did he?
I remember.
Yeah, Reiniger and Mahat.
Was that at
that was here.
Oh, he on that was that dead ball, I think, where he caught him by surprise and hit that shot when they were setting up their wall. Landon's a very smart player.
Throw coming in front of the Kahok bench by Edwardsville. It comes up the line and then goes into the Edwardsville bench. So we'll do it all over again. We'll just switch from the Kahok bench to the Tigers bench.
Boy, this has been a typical Southwestern Conference slugfest here. What you would expect out of Collinsville and Edwardsville.
Oh, yeah. That ball goes out of bounds. Next up for Collinsville, they'll be right back here on this pitch Thursday night against Belleville West. I will be at Edwardsville High School to do some volleyball, so we'll have to watch that one on the Kahok Athletics YouTube channel.
Get out.
That ball goes all the way onto the end line, and it does get out of bounds. Corner kick coming up here for Edwardsville. This will be their second corner kick of the night. They've had a couple of set pieces just outside the box.
Collins got to make sure they stay with their runners and win the ball in the air. Tack it.
All the way over onto the far side it goes. Popped up into the air. It's going to stay close to the front. Down it goes, and no, a save, and another save.
God.
And they got it out of there Telling you what, that was close.
These kids are going to give me a heart attack at 48 years old, I'm telling you.
That was dangerous.
Very, very.
That ball was sky high, and it came right down, I think maybe, what, a foot and a half in front of the goal line?
Ball was just kind of laying there.
Yeah, it was. Freeman ended up on his back. He made the first save. Oh, Morales runs right into a player, but Edwardsville stays with it. And a shot's going to go high, and it's going to go across the in line, and that's out of bounds.
Joey crushed him, didn't he, Tom?
Yeah, he did. Sure did.
Yikes.
Heard that thud all the way up here with these earmuffs on.
Yeah, he was playing the ball.
Yeah.
And there was just a collision.
Oh, yeah, there was no ill intent there at all. All right, we are halfway through the second half. 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. 2-2 contest.
Collinsville needs to generate a little bit more offense. Edwardsville's kind of taking back over the possession game here. Look at that. Landon Mahat against 3.
Yep. Unfortunately, Landon didn't win that battle, but, you know, it's kind of hard to do against 3 guys. Mahat stays with it, though, as Edwardsville comes in from the side, puts it in the middle, and a player goes down in the box. No whistle on the play. Looks like either a cramp or a knee-on-knee action there, but referee's going to stop the clock now as we have an injury timeout, and I don't know if this is a cramp or not. We'll find out as Robbie Freeman will go over and
check on him.
Tend to the injured player. That is Henry Vivian. And I'm guessing it's not a cramp, or else Robbie probably would have helped him out.
I would think so.
Yeah. It's a leg issue, though, that's for sure. As Amanda Bauer makes her way over there. We had a lot of stoppages here in the second half.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if we've subbed in the last 15 minutes. So it does offer that opportunity for the Kahawks to catch their breath a little bit.
Vivian will walk off under his own power. He's okay. And we will get back to action. Next up for Edwardsville, Thursday at Alton, and then Tuesday at Belleville East. Edwardsville doesn't have their home opener until September 7th.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, they started off in that tournament, which they got 1 game in. The rest of it was canceled due to the heat. And this is their second game since then. And then they have 2 more road games before they can head back home. Here is Reiniger. He's got the speed. He's going to turn the corner, and he's going to wait it out. He'll put one up front some time, and he'll get it blocked out. He stays on his feet. Here is Doria. I thought he was going to try to put a cross pass up there, and over to the other side it goes, but Garofalo wasn't there. A couple of defenders for Edwardsville, they were there. Here's a shot on goal and a save by Schlechte, and he's done pretty well since he's been inserted into this game.
I think he's probably touched the ball more.
Yeah. Yeah, Collinsville only had 1 first-half shot on goal.
Defend, Purple, just defend.
There's Brickman. Brickman will send the ball back to Lieberman. Lieberman will just send the ball back to Schlechte, and he'll just tap it on up and then he'll send it out to midfield. Thought he was going to leave it for Garrett there for a moment. There is Doria. Boy, that ball hit him perfectly, and he just found Garofalo in the right spot at the right time. Reiniger tried a little back kick, finds Peterson. Peterson cuts it across the middle, sends it. He hit that ball way too hard when Munoz was standing like 3 feet from him.
Yeah, he was trying to go all the way outside to that far sideline, and Chris was just in the way.
Yep. There is Compton. Compton sends the ball to the sideline. Didn't get out, though.
We got 3 guys back that, they're struggling to get back. They're tired.
And a whistle. Going to be against Peterson again.
Cannot commit those fouls here, boys.
About 35 yards away, this free kick will be. And it looks like Loftus is going to take it. Loftus had a whale of a first half over here in front of us. He'll send a low screamer in, and that one's going to go wide. And it'll be a goal kick restart here by Robbie Freeman to get us back to action. Freeman. Here's the whistle. He's ready to go. Sends it back out to midfield here on this near side. Off of a couple of bodies, down it goes. Tigers get to it first, up until Morales takes care of it and sends the ball up.
Good
and
tie.
There's a nice job by Starko once again. Now back out to midfield it goes.
Pressure,
Edwardsville turns it back the other way. Here is Kurjan. Out of bounds it goes. It's going to stay with Edwardsville again. They'll have a throw in from just outside the box here on this near side.
Ty Starko doing a really good job tonight. Very pleased with him and Joey Morales.
Throw in coming up here from Lieberman. Maybe. Yep, he is. Throws it low, right to Adam Reiniger. Thank you very much. Then a little misdirection there. Comes all the way back out. Here is Doria. He'll send it over to Garofalo. Garofalo has a goal in this game.
It's us.
That's out of bounds, right between the benches. Garofalo has to get that one back and throw it in all over again. I don't know if they're going to allow the substitution or not. No, they're going to send it back a little farther, and Garofalo will give way. Yeah, a little lob throw.
Yeah.
Popped up into the air. Garofalo uses his head. Edwardsville sends it right back up to midfield. Borum off his head and off his head a second time. Over to Mahat. Mahat can't control it. And Collinsville has enough numbers back. I was going to say they ought to be able to stop that. As that ball travels into the night sky, that one had enough juice on it to get over to All-Pro Tees. Coming up on 15 minutes to go here in the second half. We're tied at 2.
I do not have it in me for overtime, Todd.
I hear you.
My heart won't take it.
Freeman sends it back out to midfield. Edwardsville sends it right back up. With it is Evan Moore. Moore has the 2 goals for Edwardsville here tonight.
He's a dynamic player.
Here is Loftus all the way over on the far side. Sends it to Moore right in the middle. Moore takes a shot. And oh, what a one-hand save by Robbie Freeman. That ball had the far side post tattooed all over it.
Uh-oh. Evans cramping. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing for Collinsville, quite honestly, Todd.
Yeah, they stopped the clock with 14:22 left. That's all it is a cramp. So far, it's been all Edwardsville coming up with the cramps.
Evan Moore is a very, very dynamic player. He can shoot from anywhere, as we saw in that first half.
Third corner kick of the game. Coming up here for Edwardsville, coming from the far side corner.
And Evan is standing out here all alone.
Popped up, and this one will come all the way out the other side without anyone touching it. As that ball is dangerously close to going over lines. It is, and we're going to have a goal kick restart. Tell you what, man.
Smart defending there by Adam Reiniger.
Matt Waple couldn't keep that ball in. He was chasing it and chasing it and chasing it, and it eluded him the whole way. Freeman sends another low line drive back out to midfield. Off of the foot of Morales. Morales finds Reiniger. Reiniger, he gets pulled on and tugged on. And
just get it off your foot, Adam.
Man,
there you go.
Tell you what, finally the whistle blows. Like, how many times you going to let this kid get beat around? Reiniger gets up with a big smile on his face, shaking his head. All the way over to Garofalo on the far side. Garofalo looking for a room to move. Splits the defense. He gets taken down.
Nothing.
You know something happened when the players throw their hands up.
Very good, Dane.
Throw their hands up like I didn't do it. Well, what did you do? What did you not do? There's Brickman. Brickman trying to get around Morales. He does so. Nice sliding tackle there by Mahat. Now Morales, he gets tugged on from behind.
Wrapping
Morales kept it in with the referee threw his flag onto the field. Oh, boy.
Kind of wrapped him up there with a 2-arm little shirt tug, bear hug.
Throw in coming up here for Maloftus. He'll come from the far side of the field all the way over here to the near side just for the throw in. 12.5 minutes to go here in this second half.
TJ Carter now playing as a front runner. This is some changes here in the Collinsville formation in the last, 10 minutes or so.
Nice job getting that ball upfield. Back to midfield it goes. Carter couldn't get there. Comes down, and Trey Peterson finds the loose ball. He'll send it over to the far side. Just past Garofalo. I don't even know if Garofalo saw it coming.
Well, I don't know. If Sam wasn't in the, to his defense, he was not positioned appropriately to receive that pass. I think Trey was looking for somebody out on that wing that wasn't there.
All the way back to Schlechte it goes. He'll send the ball up to one of his defensemen. That is Garrick. And then back to the goalkeeper. Borum gets turned around.
Stay with it.
Stays with it for a moment, but now Edwardsville will bring it on up. Here is Brickman again. Shot. That's going to go wide and over the inline. Goal kick restart coming up here for Robbie Freeman. Freeman's played a pretty good game.
Oh, I'm very pleased with him. I was very pleased with him at Chatham, too.
Yeah.
He made some good saves, but as Coach Luggie said in his pregame, he talks. We can't hear him with his with the headphones on, but Robbie takes control down there, and he's providing direction and some senior leadership.
That's what you need out of your keeper.
You do. You do. He's not the biggest guy, but you know what? He technically sound as a goalkeeper. He can make some good saves.
Ball out of bounds, thrown in by Morales to Reiniger. Reiniger getting pressured from behind, and now it's going to be called. There we go. How about a free kick from about 30 yards out here for Collinsville?
Difference is Evan Moore's leg strength is pretty solid from that distance. Not sure Mahat's got what it takes to get it in there.
Cinda Bender. And he's going to throw it in the front of the box and hope for some help. Off of a head and across the inline, so a goal kick restart coming up here for Edwardsville.
Collinsville's got two players that can win balls in the air, and they're both defenders, unfortunately. Dane Compton and Joey Morales. Somehow we need to get them in there on one of these corners and hope for the best. Corner, free kick, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Get somebody in there that can win balls up in the air.
Edwardsville, they'll send the ball up to midfield. Stopped over there. Collinsville back to work. Here is Mahat. Does a nice job getting it up to Carter, but Carter, he didn't see the guy coming from the side and didn't know that there was anybody there to stop him. Here is Mahat once again, and
he got ball.
Down. He got ball, and here is Reiniger. Reiniger gets spun down. Another call and another free kick. Still laying on the ground is Colin McGinnis. He's
Should
trying
be a yellow card here.
He's trying to play that one for all it's worth.
Liardi, I think another cramping out here.
Yeah.
Liardi playing a ball, after the whistle. Reiniger
Just
lobbying
like
for the
wrong
yellow
leg.
card.
Wolf just grabbed the right leg, and he's like, nope, it's the left leg.
Hey, I'm just thankful it's not us right now.
Yeah.
Let their bodies keep going down like we did against Triad. No offense, but that's brutal.
That was like an epidemic in that Triad game in the second half, man.
I've never seen anything like it.
McGinnis seems to be okay.
Loftus lobbying the referee for something.
Well, you got another free kick coming up. This one from just a little more than 30 yards away. It'll be taken once again by Mahat. Referee having a conversation with a couple of the Edwardsville players up there.
I mean, I'm not sure what we could be talking about here.
Fans are getting restless. Oh, there you go.
Chris.
There is Munoz. Munoz will send the ball up into the middle. Oh! Right off of the head of Carter, but it goes wide.
Little creativity. I like it. I like it. Instead of just a little chip shot into the box and hoping for the best.
Yeah. Edwardsville sends it back out. And Reiniger. Loftus a little too aggressive on that one. Reiniger will pop the ball up for Morales. Morales will try to sneak it up this left side. He gets double teamed. And the ball gets knocked off, and it'll remain. Oh, no, they're going to say it's going to belong to Edwardsville.
I'm wondering if did the center ref overrule the linesman? Because it looked as though the linesman wanted to go Collinsville favor.
Yeah, he did initially.
Okay.
Back out to midfield. Down. And sent up to Morales and sent back over to Starko. Starko.
That's us. Oh!
Oh! I guess they're going to say it went off of Starko's leg. He'll throw it up quickly. And coming in
no
over
foul
on
here.
this left side is Hamad, and that ball is a bouncing ball. Stays in front, though. Luckily for Collinsville, no one wearing the white jerseys were there. Here is Reiniger. Reiniger gets double teamed once again. Gets away from it. Reiniger trying to step it up. Into the middle of the field we go to Peterson. Peterson had him stepped in front of, and Morales will send the ball out of bounds. Another Edwardsville player hurt. I don't think that's a cramp. I think him and Trey Peterson ran into each other, and down on the turf is Jonas Mailer.
I did not see that.
Oh, yeah, him and Peterson ran right into each other.
I'm not sure what the Collinsville fans
Well,
are
they're acting like it's a cramp.
I'm not sure what the Collinsville fans are lobbying for over here. We missed something. I missed something, clearly.
We only have enough eyes to cover so much of this field.
I like the urgency Collinsville's playing with right now.
Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a delayed timeout here as both teams will head to their respective benches. So we will go ahead and take a timeout as well. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, Todd Duke is my name. On the other microphone is Mr. Brett Borm. 7:48 left to play here in the second half. We are tied at 2. And a throw-in coming up here for Edwardsville.
As I said during the break, I really like the urgency Collinsville's playing with here in the last 5 minutes or so. Starting to feel it. So they can keep it up.
Loftus throws the ball in. That was almost stayed around long enough for Garofalo to pick it up. But Edwardsville has control of it. They'll send it all the way down the field, and trying to chase it down is Evan Moore. Moore all the way over on the far side. Stops that ball from going out of bounds. Looking for a little wiggle room. He'll send it out front now for McLean. McLean will pop it up over here for Loftus. Loftus had to go off of his knee and popped it up straight in the air after that. It comes down, and Edwardsville, they'll send it right back toward the goal. Here is Carter. Carter trying to fend off his player. He does so, and Collinsville will have the throw in.
I don't know what happened with Joey Morales. We got TJ Carter playing left back here. Watch that. That could be a momentum changer.
Into the middle it goes. Here is Borm. Borm will send the ball on up to Munoz. Munoz finds Reiniger. Reiniger just below our location will send it back to Carter. Carter will send it back to Compton. Compton sends it over into the middle now for Starko. All the way over for Borm. Borm races in front of the Edwardsville bench, sends it up to midfield, but
trying to get to thread that pass to Juan Carlos.
Well, Chenault was there first. And now Edwardsville with the ball in front of their bench. They'll break through and send the ball down, and no call there as one of the Edwardsville players was inadvertently tripped, and it goes to Robbie Freeman, and Freeman will send us back to work. Getting kind of late, 6:15 to go here in the second half. We're tied at 2. Only goal scored so far here in the second half was Adam Reiniger's goal to tie it up. That ball sent all the way down into the corner area.
That's a panic move there by Edwardsville.
Yeah.
That tells me they're starting to feel the pressure.
Ball comes into Reiniger. He gets it over to Doria. Doria gets it up to Munoz. Munoz back to Doria, trying to find Reiniger. Reiniger couldn't get the foot down fast enough to get a shot off before he was closed in upon by a defender. And now Edwardsville, they go back to work in front of the Kahok bench. Peterson there trying to get the ball back and sends it up off a body, and it ends up going. It's going to belong to Edwardsville. Line judge over there didn't even raise his flag one way or the other. And he's only 20 yards away from the play? He deferred to the referee for that call.
I'm not sure who saw what there.
Neither am I. too far away from me to make a determination on who it went off. There is Reiniger, gets it over Peterson, and somehow or another finds Garofalo. Garofalo back over to Reiniger. Reiniger will send it up to Carter. Carter coming up this near side sideline on the left wing. He'll send it over to Munoz, or excuse me, that is Doria. And through the leg, oh, a push from behind. What was that push for?
That's advantage there.
You should have let us keep going.
Advantage, sir.
Man, oh man, we got it between the defender's legs, and Carter had room to work with, and the whistle blew. Free kick again coming up for Collinsville. We've had a couple of these from this general area.
Mm-hmm.
Munoz, last time he ran over the ball, and then Mahat kicked it up the line for Munoz.
Somebody sell out here. Somebody won it.
Mahat will bend one over, and boy, I'll tell you what, that was heading in the right direction. Schlechte made another save.
Okay, now we got numbers up. Good job, Borm.
Braden laid out for that one.
He sure did. He's probably going to feel it in the groin in the morning.
I was going to say he couldn't have called that against anybody. He went down on his own. And get the ball up to Doria, and then it ends up going out of bounds. Another throw in coming up here for the Tigers. 3:40 left to go here in regulation. Ball comes in at midfield. Far side sideline. Moore couldn't contain it. And then they tried to find Reiniger. Here is Peterson, who overran the ball after he made the initial stop. He gets tugged on. Okay. Still got tugged on. Still manages to stay with it. Over into the far side. Garofalo, he'll send a crossing pass, but it eludes Trey Peterson. And then it gets sent out of bounds. Collinsville will have another throw in. They throw it in quickly. Here is Garofalo. Sends it up to Peterson. Peterson sends it over onto the far side now for Doria.
Serve.
Doria sends it over to Garofalo. And back to the defense it goes. Into the middle of the field. Here is Mahat. Mahat trying to send it back over to the sideline, but that ricocheted off of a couple of defenders as he was being double teamed. Mahat trying to get the ball back, and over on the far sideline, he's still trying to do that. Now he does. Nice job there by Landon. Sends it back over to Borm. Borm sends it up the line. Now to Garofalo. Garofalo trying to pop the ball over for Doria, and he finally does so. Doria trying to chase it down. He does, and the ball goes over the end line, and another throw-in coming up here for Collinsville.
I really feel like Edwardsville is starting to backpedal a little bit. I don't want to, knock on wood. I feel like the pressure is starting to mount here for the Kahawks with 2 minutes, 30 seconds left.
What did they stop the clock for? Yellow card.
To the goalkeeper.
Oh. The keeper has to come off.
Is there other keeper still dressed?
I don't have a clue.
I don't even know what he did.
I don't have any idea either. Well, here comes Zeke Manning back into the game after sitting for a while. This is how you can take advantage of this.
For sure. For sure. He's probably checked out, thinking about, his biology homework he's got to do tomorrow. Thinking about
third period and the cute girl that sits next to him.
Right.
So Manning inserted back in after a yellow card to Schlechte, and a throw-in coming up here for Doria. He throws it down. Peterson couldn't contain it, though, and Edwardsville finds the loose ball, and they'll send it right back out, but he won't be able to be substituted again until there's a whistle. Here is Mahat. He gets the ball back up, and that ball is going to go over the line.
They're not going to substitute him here.
Probably not.
Again, something to think about. Where's Joey Morales? I'm not sure. At that last injury, he came out, and he's not been back.
Ball up this near side sideline, taken care of by Loftus. Loftus trying to get around Peterson. Peterson does a nice job of holding his own and trying to find somebody to pass it to, and now a push from behind will give Collinsville a free kick. We're down to 1:40 left to play here in regulation. Here is Garofalo, and Garofalo off of his body. It ends up going out of bounds. Oh,
yeah, I was going to say.
I wasn't about to agree with that. Forget about it. You got to get back to work here, guys. Here's Mahat. He gets shoved from behind. Now another free kick coming up here for Collinsville from midfield. There's another card coming. This one's going to go against Loftus. Second yellow card in a row for Edwardsville. And Loftus will have to go off. And Collinsville with a free kick here from midfield. This one will be taken care of by Dane Compton. Compton trying to get it down there inside the box. Here we go. It's going to bend the opposite direction. That's not what he wanted.
Nope, not a great ball.
Off of the head,
That's
though, one of the Edwardsville players and out of bounds, so Collinsville will benefit from a throw-in. Doria will throw it in, and he'll do so to Morales. Morales lost the ball. Here comes Edwardsville. Tigers cut it up the middle. Bring it over here to this near side. With it is Brickman. Brickman
just
getting
defend.
pressured from behind. And a loose ball finds Mahat. Mahat over to Reiniger. We're under a minute to go. Reiniger comes up the near sideline. He's the only one back until Garofalo gets in the picture, and he tried to thread the needle to Garofalo as well.
Reiniger wanted him to make the overlap on the left side.
And a pop into the box. Reiniger trying to chase it down. He won't get there. And that ball is going to end up, man, I could have swore he touched that.
I couldn't tell.
So a throw-in coming up here for Edwardsville. 30 seconds left to go in regulation.
Collinsville's got to get shirt tight on all their men.
Up the line, and Mahat couldn't get there. Here is Peterson. He'll pop the ball up. Coming down, and where's it going to land? It's going to land out of bounds. Collinsville will have another throw-in. 15 seconds to go. Mahat, he'll throw the ball into the corner of the box. Morales Doria trying to track it down. That's kicked away by Edwardsville, and that's pretty much going to do it. As Reiniger will throw it in quickly to Mahat. A shot toward the goal, but that ricochets, and that'll go out of bounds, and that will do it. We are going to overtime, and we'll be back to tell you all about the overtime in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from other coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Ragg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Ragg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Ragg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Ragg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, Todd Duke and Brett Barham with you. We are set for 2 10-minute overtime periods. And if that doesn't decide things, then we will go to penalty kicks. So we will see how things transpire here. No more ties in conference play. As I mentioned earlier, these two teams tied the first time back in 2001. And then in 2009, both of those were 1-1 contests. But since they have gone to the new format, there are no such thing as ties in conference play. So we'll see how things go here as both teams try to regroup. Get a little bit of a break here before the first overtime period starts. And we will, Collinsville will go back to where they were in the first half. They will travel from left to right on your screen. Edwardsville will defend the goal, and they will bring back in Colin Schlechte, the junior goalkeeper who received a yellow card and had to leave toward the waning moments there of that second half. And, of course, Mr. Loftus received a yellow card right after that, so he's back into the game as well. But both of those players need to beware because the next card they get will not be a yellow-colored card. It will be a red card, so something for you to pay attention to here in overtime. Collinsville will have first possession here in the first overtime as Landon Mahat gets us ready to go.
I see Coach Heiderscheid has players warming up over there, ready to come in.
Yeah, trying to prevent all those cramps.
Not sure what that was, Dane Compton, but let's fix it.
Yep, sent that one right out of bounds right off the bat here. Throw in for Edwardsville coming from Liardi, and referee's going to make him back up a little bit. These guys always try to squeeze out a little extra yardage, don't they?
Well, I know a kid that likes to do that.
Uh-huh. Ball comes in off of the head of Borm. Down it goes. Doria trying to step in front of it. He can't. And then Munoz does. Sends it back over to Borm. Borm, he'll send it all the way down the field.
Ball.
That one's going to split the defense. Garofalo trying to chase it down. He can't get there. Reiniger can. Reiniger into the middle, trying to
split him.
Yeah, trying to thread the needle. Take the shot, man. There is Loftus. He'll send the ball up, and that one has got a lot of spin on it, and it's going to go out of bounds.
That was a beautiful, beautiful ball by Borm trying to send Reiniger and Garofalo up top.
Yeah, like I said, every time Reiniger touches the ball, he got a couple of players on him. He tried to split that pass and just couldn't do it. We're underway here in the first overtime. Coming up on 8.5 minutes to go in overtime period number one. Now, it doesn't matter what happens in period number one. If somebody scores a goal, you still do play period number two, so there is no golden goal here. Throw in, coming up here right underneath our location. And it comes all the way down and off of the chest of Moore. Sent over by Loftus. Loftus sends a bouncing ball over to Hamad. And in front of the Kahok bench, Edwardsville makes their move. Oh, what a nice sliding tackle that was by Garofalo. They're going to call him on that?
Where is Joey Morales?
Man. Well, Edwardsville is going to get a free kick here, set piece from about 25 yards away. So Edwardsville gets a golden opportunity here.
This is dangerous.
Sure is.
Got to watch this back post, Robbie. Get your wall set. Drop back into the box. You can always run in on the ball.
Edwardsville's got three players over there. Which one's going to take it?
Moore
sends a screamer off of the crossbar. Comes down.
Jesus.
Peterson trying to track it down. He does, but couldn't get around his player well enough to get that ball before it ends up going out of bounds. And we'll have a throw-in coming up here. And once again, it's going to be Liardi who is going to take it. Liardi throws the ball all the way toward the near post over here. And it comes down. That's across the line, and it's going to be a goal kick restart coming up here for Robbie Freeman.
Can we get some more of those cramps starting again for them?
Anybody order some more leg cramps? Freeman. He'll send us back to work. Pops that one up all the way out to midfield. Morales couldn't control it. Ends up coming down. Edwardsville right now, they've owned the beginning of this overtime period. They've had all the action down at their end. And a chip shot toward the goal. Nice job there by Collinsville, and Borm got a head on it just in time, but Collinsville still can't get it out. Now they're going to get an opportunity to. A little miss hit there. Trey Peterson's going to throw it in quickly. Finds Garofalo. Garofalo loses control of the ball, and Cramp will take down Chenault. Here comes Collinsville. Garofalo over to Reiniger. Trying to chip it in the box. He is trying to chip it in, but Peterson didn't continue the run.
Nobody making that run. No offense here. Left back. left back is going to be a problem because we're not able to keep up with speed-wise.
Troy Chenault, the senior midfielder, he was chasing that ball down, and all of a sudden that cramp said, "Not so fast, young man." And he immediately went down. So a stoppage in play for just a moment while Loftus works on that cramp. Amanda Bauer is going to trot over here.
I'm wondering if you're seeing now Collinsville with, 2 games under their belt, getting a little bit better into game shape versus the one game that Edwardsville's had to play.
And it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was like, last Tuesday?
Yeah.
A week ago.
Yep.
So Chenault seems to be okay. He's walking that cramp off, but he'll have to come off since they had to stop the clock. And coming in to take his place is Owen Lunsford. So Lunsford checks into the game for Edwardsville. 5:40 to go here in the first overtime.
Borm and Starko strategizing a little bit. I like seeing the senior mentoring the sophomore a little bit. It's good to see.
Two contest.
These kids are going to be dead after this match, at least Collinsville. I mean, there's just more miles on those legs in this match than Edwardsville's.
So we have a goal kick restart coming up here for Schlechte. He sends it all the way down, and that ball is going to go across the line over on the far side. And Collinsville will have a throw-in. They get it up into the offensive zone, but immediately Garofalo is triple teamed. Now all the way back to the defense.
Oh boy, he's coming.
Compton trying to chase it down, and he'll send it over to the sideline. It's not going to get out, though, as Edwardsville does a nice job of tracking it down and keeping it in. So the Tigers will pull on some more offense, and now Compton gets it out. Crap. I think I got to add some more time onto this huddle thing, or else we're going to go black.
Ew. Oh, boy.
All right, come on, hurry up.
Turn one, and let's go.
Come on. Stop the spinning thing.
Gavin Gurich doing a
come
really
on,
good job
huddle.
defending.
And extend, thank you. We're going to extend this by another 60 minutes. How about that? All right. Glad I thought of that at the last minute, because I think at 8:45 it was just going to shut down.
Save it, Juan.
Across the end line it goes. Huddle camera was only set to record or do this until 8:45. I looked at my watch. I'm like, oh, boy. Edwardsville trying to get it out of there. Collinsville trying to keep it down. Get another opportunity to score a goal here. We are 4 minutes left in this first overtime period. Out to midfield. Borm off of his head. Sends it up to Trey Peterson. Peterson trying to slow the ball down a little bit. Then it ricochets off of the shins of one of the defenders. Edwardsville takes over. They'll bring the ball back up. Across the midfield stripe. And out of bounds it goes. Chris Munoz just kind of ran into his player over there.
I didn't see what happened. I didn't even see it go out of bounds.
Throw in will come from Edwardsville. Front of the Kahok bench. Down the line, but off of a head of one of the defenders for Collinsville. And Kahawks have an opportunity to start the offensive push once again. Excuse me, here is Reiniger. They'll send it back to Compton. Compton will send it all the way over here for Borm. Borm had a couple of guys closing in on him quickly.
Too deep.
Yep.
Right idea, but too deep. He's got to dial that back just a smidge.
As Garofalo was in perfect place. If he would have got that ball, both defenders on either side of him were about 5 yards out. Carter sends the ball up. Collinsville back at it. Here is Garofalo, but that's offside. There was a little heads-up play there by Jonas Mailer. He kind of stopped and let Garofalo past him, and that was an easy offside call. 2:25 left to go here in this first overtime. Ball sent downfield by Edwardsville. Gets past everybody. Goes back to the Collinsville defense.
Boy.
Oh, a miss hit by Borm. And then Borm makes up for it. Nice little stand-up job there after the mess up. But Edwardsville, they still have the ball on offense. They bring the ball up. Compton, he'll get it up to Reiniger. Reiniger turns the corner, looking for a little room to work with. He's got some separation. He'll come up that far sideline, and he'll still send it up there, but a little bit too far, and Schlechte comes out and picks up an easy roller. Ball sent down off of the head of Starko, but a little mess up there by Mahat, and that allows Lunsford to cash in and keep on moving the ball forward. Over to the sideline, a ball popped up into the box. Freeman's got to be on his toes, and he is. He makes the catch like a center fielder at Busch Stadium. Sometimes.
Yeah. Maybe not this year.
Not this year. Freeman sends it back out to midfield. No one there but a couple of guys wearing Tiger colors.
Oh.
Compton, he'll get it. He'll send it over here to Borm. Borm sends it up the line now for Doria. Doria couldn't keep it in.
Come on, Juan.
1 minute to go in the first overtime.
What are we doing? Who's coming out? Chris Munoz. Enrique Carranza enters.
He's a big kid.
He's a big kid. Who's out? Munoz?
I think so.
That's trouble.
He's a sophomore, and he's that big. Whew. Ball loose. Stays out in front. Trying to track it down is Carter.
Oh.
And he's going to get called for a push from behind when there really wasn't one. Now free kick coming up here from about 30 yards away for Edwardsville. As we are inside
Surprised he's not
20 seconds.
Surprised he's not stopping this clock.
Evan Moore will take the kick.
Come on, Robbie.
Moore. Oh,
Yes.
That's blocked by the wall. Moore will get the rebound, but that might about do it for this first overtime period.
They're dying.
And that will do it for overtime number one. We have another one of those coming up for you, and we'll be back here to tell you all about overtime number two in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement experts. Call systems.com.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
Back here at Kahawk Stadium, Edwardsville gets control of the second half ball. And we are underway in overtime period number two. 2-2 contest. Here is Peterson with the ball. Peterson at midfield. Head up. Looks. Trying to find Reiniger. But, of course, Reiniger's got about three players around him wearing the opposite colors. And that's kind of the way things go.
Yep.
Comes over here on this near sideline. Overtime period number two. Nice move there by Brickman. Brickman comes in over here on this right wing, into the corner of the box. They can't quite get it in the box, and then it's poked out by Garofalo. Throw in coming up here for Lieberman. Sent back out and out of bounds again. Popped off of the head there by Carter. And again by Carter. And a couple of back and forth volleys with the head. Oh, there's a loose ball. Compton turned around just in time to find it. Sends it back out to midfield, but Edwardsville is there.
Collins has got some tired legs. I can see it.
Edwardsville had the better of the play in the first overtime period, and so far, same thing here in the second.
Come on, TJ.
There's an opportunity for McLean. He sends the ball up, but Compton sends it back out. Couldn't get it past Garofalo, though. And now it's sent up. Reiniger, he tried to get up there and use the head, but Lieberman beat him to it. And now it will belong to Collinsville.
Telling you, these kids are going to give me a heart attack. Oh,
I'm
gosh.
telling you.
What we got coming in here? We got Mikey Suarez. Needs some fresh legs. I can see that. Mikey's going to have to work hard here.
Kahawks have the ball. Mahat sends the ball over to Borm. Borm sends the ball up the line. Bouncing ball all the way down to the other end of the field. Edwardsville gets a hold of it, and they'll send it right back up, and Collinsville tries to intercept. They do so for a moment. Now back to midfield. Sent up over to the middle of the field. Now they're going to get it over to Carter. Carter works the ball up. He was trying to get it past the leg of one of the defenders, but didn't manage to do that. And now a head ball back over to Carter. Back to Reiniger. Reiniger sends it back to Garofalo. Garofalo in the middle now for Peterson. Peterson to Mahat. Mahat sends it up the middle. And now a little race for the ball. Here is Carter. He gets taken out inside the box.
Nothing.
No call. Of course you're not going to call that in overtime, are you?
Nope.
Here is Reiniger. He gets pushed from behind. Still no call. That was also inside the box. Here is Compton. Compton pushes the ball up, and Edwardsville gets there first, and they'll send it back. Man, oh, man.
Collinsville fans not liking that.
Oh, yeah. You're going to call the game, call the game. Call it the right way. I don't care if it's an overtime or not. If somebody takes out somebody in the box, call it.
Coach Lugie's got to start thinking about his penalty kickers. No, not trying to jinx us by any means here, but it's my understanding the players that are on the field, the kickers have to come from that group of players. I don't think there's any rule that I'm not aware of that is different from the Southwestern Conference.
Probably got about 3 minutes to wait for substitutions if he can get the opportunity to. Free kick from about 50 yards away, sent into the front of the box, off of one of the Edwardsville players. Down for Reiniger. Reiniger, he's going to try to chase it down over here on this left side. He gets pushed from behind, and then that ball gets
mauled.
Yeah, knocked out of bounds. Throw in coming up here for the Kahawks, who have controlled the play over these last couple of minutes. Carter throws the ball in to Garofalo. Garofalo sends it back over to Carter. Carter will send it back to Mahat. Mahat. Thought he was going to take a shot there for a minute, but the referee was in the way. He tried to wait. What a nice sliding tackle there by Borm. Borm sends it over to Carter. Carter over to Garofalo. I thought he was going to feed Reiniger going up this left side here for just a moment, but he never did. There's a little pop shot into the box. It stays up into the air, trying to chase it down. Reiniger off of his chest. He tries to split the defense, and then it's sent back out to midfield. Starko. To Compton, back over to Starko.
Starting to panic a little bit.
We are halfway through overtime number 2. Still tied 2-2. Here is Mahat. Mahat sends the ball to Garofalo. Garofalo had the right idea.
Well defended.
Yeah, Compton was coming up, pinching in from the defense up this near sideline, and that was very well defended.
But he's got to get back, too.
Here is Starko.
He gets up in those
he's
plays.
Try to take that ball. And nicely done over there instead of kicking it out of bounds.
Well done.
Suarez sends it up the line, but there wasn't anybody there to accept it, and the ball ends up going over the line.
It allows us to push our defensive line up, hem them in, regain possession, and go forward. It's not a bad place to lose it.
we are going to have to scramble here if we don't get this thing figured out in these couple of overtime periods, because this huddle camera will not focus on the net that they're going to use for PKs. Instead, it'll focus on all the guys standing at midfield. We've been down that road before.
Yep.
There is Compton. Compton will send it over to Starko. Starko up the middle. He turned the ball over, shot, and that ricochets off of one of his own players. And nope, it's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be the fourth corner kick for the Tigers in this contest. First corner kick by either team in overtime.
Can't lose that ball there.
That was a miss. That was a giveaway.
It's not good. Collinsville's got to give it everything they got here on this corner kick. Defend and get the ball out.
Loftus will take the corner kick over here on this near side corner.
Get it out.
It's on the way.
Away.
And bends and comes out. Peterson, he got there first. He'll send the ball out to midfield. A couple of players back for Edwardsville. There was no way Collinsville was going to get a hold of that ball. Now Peterson trying to wrestle it away again. Mahat, his turn to try to wrestle it away. He can't as they bring the ball up. That is Vivian. And that ball goes across the end line, and we're going to have a goal kick restart here for Robbie Freeman. Just under 3 minutes to go here in this second overtime period. Freeman. Ball comes down. I was trying to listen to the call on the radio there.
Yeah, I am too. Trying to
all of a sudden the sound went down and I couldn't hear it anymore. Here's Reiniger. Reiniger sends the ball over to the sideline. Out of bounds it goes. And Edwardsville will have the throw in. They don't waste any time. Lieberman throws it in. Gets the ball up quickly to Brickman. Brickman back over now for Waple. And another ball out of bounds. And another throw in coming up here for Lieberman. 2:15 to go here in this second overtime.
Well done, Dane.
Back out and all the way back up for Starko. Thought Garofalo was going to get there first, but
me too.
That ball kind of slowed down a little bit and allowed the Edwardsville defense to catch up with it.
Step in
now
there
into the
defend.
middle of the field here is Moore. Moore sends the ball up. Robbie Freeman's going to come out, and he's going to make a sliding stop before the Edwardsville player can get there. 1:45 left to go here in this second overtime.
Can't lose it here, Dane.
Well, there is Peterson. Peterson comes up. All the way over to the sideline it goes. Collinsville looking for a little offensive push here at the end of this overtime period.
Come on, Enrique.
Bouncing ball and got a head on it, did Carranza, but it went the wrong direction. And that ball is going to go over the line, and it'll be a goal kick restart coming up here for Edwardsville with 1:10 left to play here in this second OT. Tigers.
Just defend. Just defend, Purple.
Looking to
Move your
advance. There is Schlechte. That ball is popped up over here on the sideline. It's going to be a throw in for Collinsville. Carter will take it right at midfield. Gets it to Garofalo. Garofalo gets pushed from behind. And nope. Collinsville, they just threw the ball in. I don't even think they waited for a call. Garofalo couldn't track that one down, but Mahat will get there. He'll send it up to Peterson. Peterson in the middle. He'll send it on back. We approach 30 seconds left. Here is Borm. Borm all the way over onto the far side. Here's a ball into the box, but it's headed out by Lieberman. Collinsville keeps it in. Popped up into the box once again. Trying to chase it down is Garrick.
Oh, we'll take this.
And
Let's
that
go.
ball goes across the end line. Corner kick. 7 seconds left. Collinsville's going to have to hurry.
No, serve it in there.
Get it in there. It's on the way, and as the ball is in the air, the horn sounds. And that is going to do it for our overtime period. So we are going to have to take a break. We're going to have to set up the camera for the penalty kick phase of everything, and we will be back to tell you all about that in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking. Providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com. 618-855-8. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Back here at Collinsville High School, we're getting ready for overtime. I got to switch up cameras here, so bear with me for a moment. It'll go black for a minute. And that's on. I got to take care of this audio because we're going to be a couple of seconds ahead of the play. Advanced properties. All right. Don't tell me I'm wrong here, camera. Come on, pop on. Come on, camera. Why isn't my camera working? Why isn't my camera working? Oh, you got to be kidding me here. Come on, camera, pop on. God. Edwardsville scores the first one. Why is my camera not coming on? My God. This is why I don't like this penalty kick stuff, because Reiniger. I don't understand why it's not working. All right, Reiniger's up. I will switch it back to the other camera, but it's not going to do you any good because the huddle camera will focus on all the guys standing in midfield. And I guess there's no way we can get the guys to move up to like the 30-yard line. Crap. You know, this worked the last time we had to do this. All right, well. Yeah. All right, well, the camera's doing a pretty good job of staying down there right now. So I guess we'll just keep it here, and Edwardsville has now gone up 2-1, but Collinsville has another opportunity here.
When you go to penalty kicks, you got to get at least one save out of your goalkeeper.
Yeah, you sure do.
One. If you get one, you have a great chance. Your percentages are much better to win this.
All right, here is Landon Mahat. Edwardsville is up 2-1 on PKs. Here comes our second shot, and that one's in, so we are now tied at 2. All right, well, as long as that holo camera doesn't see the guys over in midfield, we should be good.
Robbie gets us 1. We're in good shape. You also have a chance of Evan Moore blasting one over the top, too. I've seen that once or twice.
Yeah, they get a little overexcited sometimes. Here is that Moore?
Yeah.
Okay, I can only see the 2. I couldn't see the 1. Okay, yeah, there it is.
Edwardsville's third shooter is Evan Moore.
Need a save here. Moore. Sends it in. 3-2. Collinsville, of course, will get the last kick.
Yeah, third shooter.
Trey Peterson next for Collinsville. Trey to Schlechte, and that one's off of the crossbar and straight down. Never crossed the line. So right now, Edwardsville is up 3-2. They have the advantage.
Jesus.
I said that once too. Trying to hook up that camera. I rushed around getting all that stuff hooked up and it didn't work. All right, need a save here or we need a miss. Was this Liam McLean? Yep, number 8.
Edwardsville's fourth shooter, Liam McLean.
McLean, he's ready to go. And that one's in. So Collinsville has to get this one in or it'll be game over. Dane Compton. Up to Compton right now. Compton needs to get this one in. Then the 5th and final shooter for Edwardsville. We either need a save or a miss. Here is Compton's try. That's in. Schlechte got his hands on it, but it had too much power on it. And it goes in anyway. So, Collinsville is down 4-3.
Got to get a save. Got to get a shank.
Something. Bly Brickman will take this out.
Come on, Robbie. Come on, Robbie.
There we go. Nope.
That's it.
Edwardsville wins 5-3 on penalty kicks. And
there you go. Love it.
Yeah. That'll drop Collinsville to 1-2 on the year. Edwardsville improves their record to 1-1. And now it's time for us to finally move in to our post-game show, brought to you by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, great service, served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. Calling for carryout orders. LC's Pub, 618-855-9007. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap things up here on a very long night from Kahok Stadium as Collinsville loses in the penalty kick phase. 3-2 will be the final score in the books, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
We welcome you back into the LC's Pub post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville loses this tonight in penalty kicks. We were tied 2-2 after regulation and 2 overtime periods, and then Edwardsville got the advantage in the penalty kick phase. They scored 5. Collinsville scored 3. Joining us now is assistant coach and the head guy for the JV team. That would be Jeff Hayes. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic. Thanks for having me up tonight.
All right, let's begin with your JV team. Man, that was your first game. You guys didn't get to play during the heat wave last week, and it was a varsity-only game in Chatham. So you guys got your first action here tonight, and you ended up in a 1-1 tie. Tell me what you saw out of your young team.
I was really impressed with the way our guys played because we are a young team. And with it being the first game, they had the first game jitters, but they got rid of it pretty quick. So we talked about just playing simple this whole season, just 2-touch in the back third and the middle third, and then attack once we get into the final third. And I was honestly impressed with the way they kind of came out and played tonight.
You guys got your goal on a penalty kick, and you had a 1-0 lead there for a while, man. You got it right before the end of the first half, stayed that way all the way to the end, and then Edwardsville found a way to get that equalizer.
Absolutely. We knew it was going to be tough, and we created plenty of chances that we could have put away. And, again, I think that's just first game jitters. Those guys are good scorers. So as the season goes on, they're going to be putting those in the back of the net. It's just going to take some time. So even with it being the first game, tying Edwardsville 1-1, that's a good result.
Yeah. All right, let's move over to the varsity game. A little bit of a rough start again for the varsity side of the Kahawks, giving up that first goal.
Yep, we got to figure out a way to come out ready to play in the first 10 minutes. We can't give up early goals and put ourselves in bad position. But, you know, with that, the guys, we went down early, and they fought back. They got a goal before half, and they continue to fight into the second half. So, you know, this is a big test early on in the season. There's plenty to learn from this, and we will. We've got some smart players.
Yeah, just like the Triad game, too, man. Those late goals right before you go to halftime, they're killer, aren't they?
Absolutely. The timing of that could just knocks the wind out of your sails, and that's one of those things where I think we're just not in the flow of the game just yet. In these first few games, we're getting countered on with a lot of our goals, and we just have to play heads-up soccer. When we turn over the ball, we got to find our man immediately, and that won't happen.
So Adam Reiniger doing Adam Reiniger things. He ties the game up in the second half, the only goal scored in the second half. And then I seen a lot of energy from your team after that goal was scored.
Absolutely. That's good to see that when we're down, we're not going to just give up. We've got another 40 minutes to play in the second half, and Adam kind of sparked the comeback for us, and I thought we created some good opportunities. Again, it's just like we're just a step or two off, and we're trying to figure out where to find guys in space going forward. And once we do that, we're gonna be okay because we've got some guys up top that can really put the ball in the back of the net. Several of them.
Robbie Freeman had I thought, outstanding game. He made some great saves.
Yeah, and this is 2 games that he's made some great saves. He did that for us in Glenwood, and Henson's a really good keeper too. So we're fortunate that we have 2 really good keepers that we can kind of go back and forth with maybe this season, see how things go, and see who kind of wins out. But they've both been big players for us.
All right, good luck against Belleville West Thursday. Thank you for the visit.
Sir.
All right, that is Jeff Hayes, the assistant coach for the varsity team and the head coach of the JV team. We thank him for his visit. Our next action coming to you on the road from Edwardsville High School Thursday night. We'll be there to bring you Lady Kahok Volleyball. They were victorious tonight on all 3 levels against East St. Louis over at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. That'll be Thursday night before we hit the road again Friday night for a little Friday night football action from Centralia. Big thank you again to Coach Hayes joining us on the postgame show, Coach Luggie joining us on the pregame show, and to, of course, Brett Borm on the other microphone all night long. Collinsville loses a tough one here tonight after a 2-2 tie in regulation and overtime. Edwardsville gets the better of the Kahawks in the penalty kick phase, and Collinsville falls to 1-2 on the year. My name is Todd Duke, and until Thursday night, everybody enjoy the rest of your evening.